In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
I want to be called the A-Man. Like you're the I-Man, I'll be the A-Man. How about I call you the A-H Man? Don't get started again now.
Opie and Anthony.
In the middle of the night, I get an email from Eric that I read this morning when I got up that he's very, very depressed because his refrigerator door fell off. It made a break for him.
Opie and Anthony.
Stupid Australians whose national hero got killed by a docile flying fish.
This is the worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Hi. Morning. How annoying is that? Someone's alarm just goes off. Morning.
We like that personal touch with our show, so we gotta say hi to everybody. Hi.
Good morning.
Hi. Just figure out which high is for you, by the way, and don't.
Well, that one was for me.
Don't acknowledge all the highs. Just one of these highs. Hi.
Morning.
Morning to you. Hi.
Good morning.
And good morning to Trish. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America. Hi.
That's
Nudity, first thing in the morning.
Isn't that nice?
Hooray for nudity. Some people think Whip 'em Out Wednesday's kind of dead. It really isn't, first of all. But they like to discuss that. I know it's alive and well on Pal Talk every morning, especially on Wednesdays. The girls acknowledge that it is Whip 'em Out Wednesday, and they're more topless than usual.
Yeah.
How great is that?
It's a great thing. There it is.
You get to see girls getting ready for work.
Nothing hotter than girls in their room getting ready for work and whatever else they're doing.
And I think this is where I differ from Jimmy. I think this is so much hotter than watching porno. So much hotter to me.
Well, I think it's hot. This is hot because I know these girls. They're friends.
Right.
So seeing your friends with no top on is
Want me to take my shirt off, Jim? I'm your friend.
You are.
You are.
Something's being lost in the translation.
But I thought you just meant friends.
In some, just it is very sexy to see, baby girl just kind of making her bed.
Making her
doing
bed.
Normal girl things with her hiney showing.
And her thong.
Very nice.
Her tea bag!
Yeah, Rocco. Yeah, wearing a tea bag.
In honor of
Shut
Rocco, an old jock we used to work with. Dude, she's got a tea bag.
Yeah. Rock hole.
Rock. And it was supposed to be as awful as it sounded, Jimmy. That's about all he did.
Those sketches that were on the Demented Worlds, it could be the worst thing I've ever heard anybody do.
Let me tell you, we're going to be out tonight in Worcester looking at some chicks and tea bags.
Ladies, make sure you're wearing your tea bags.
I'm going to the city tonight. Boston? No, Worcester.
Worcester is my city.
All right. Gotcha.
Nothing against Worcester, but, when you're doing radio up there, you want to go to Boston. You don't want to go to Worcester.
Boston. Oops. Somebody's having a problem with some swastikas and
oh, boy.
on their fences.
Boy.
Cheap. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
How come they can show that? But they would never show the N-word. They just show like a spray painted thing, some anti-Semitic spray painting, and one said, like, cheap Jews rot in hell. And they showed it. Nothing was blurred out or anything. But if the N-word was up there, oof, it wouldn't show that.
Then there would be
blurred
a
out. The Jews are much more tolerant. Hi, Jews. Happy holidays this evening.
What is it?
Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah?
Rosh Hashanah.
What does that mean?
That means they got to be home by like 7-something tonight.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
They got to get home by like 7-something tonight.
Why?
Because they got to get home. I don't know. You're not allowed to be out.
And what happens if you're stuck in a traffic jam?
You can't be. That's why there was a lot of traffic this morning. I think a lot of the Jews drove in early so they could get a lot of stuff done before they have to leave.
All right, here's the scenario.
Okay.
And you play God, or...
All right.
Do they have a God?
Of course.
I don't know this stuff. All right, so they have to be home before, what, sunset?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're doing their normal commute. They even leave about an hour early just in case.
Right.
Okay. Car breaks down, blows up, and there's a huge crater in the highway.
Okay.
You are not going to get home before sunset.
Right.
What happens to you?
I got you. You ever see Blade?
No.
Vampire movie?
No, I did
not. They
not.
turn to a black ashy dust and just blow away in the wind. It's horrific.
But is that good or bad?
It's terrible.
Do they get a pass or not?
No pass.
No pass.
You got to get home.
Really?
The Jews must get home.
But what if you can't get home?
You're going to be in trouble.
With who?
With God.
And what is
then God? You got to atone.
God doesn't take traffic problems into consideration?
No, God's thinking is like thousands of years old. He doesn't care what man has wrought upon himself, what problems man has wrought. It's your job to get your Jewish buttocks home by sundown.
Right.
So that's what we'll be looking at today. So happy Rosh Hashanah.
Will there be blowing of the ram's horn today?
The shofar. It's called the shofar.
I know it's a ram's horn.
You must blow the shofar on the Rosh Hashanah.
What kind of blowing of the ram's horn do you do? Is it a melody?
No, I think you just got to... You don't try to get You don't try to get a tune out of that thing.
That sounds like a shofar.
Shofar.
I would say shofar.
Shofar.
What's up, Jimmy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about the Jews.
We're trying to relate
and
to
their
the
holidays.
Jews.
But I don't know what the horn is. I have no idea.
It's a ram's horn, and you have to blow into it like this.
No. I didn't see how things get twisted around.
What happened?
I did not just refer to Jews as blood-sucking vampires.
You kind of did.
I said that if they don't get home in time, if you've ever seen the movie Blade or any vampire movie, they kind of just, burst into flames a little bit and then turn into ash and blow away.
Right.
Because God is very unforgiving. God is not very forgiving, especially to the Jewish people. Look what happened to Moses. The guy went all out to help his people. Did everything.
And what happened to him in the end?
They trekked through the desert for quite some time.
Yeah.
And then God wouldn't let him in the promised land.
So what happened to Moses?
He just had to sit outside.
And what, panhandle?
Whatever he did, I'm not sure because I'm not Jewish. But I know damn well that God didn't let him in because of some mistake he made ages ago.
All right, let's all blow into the shofar.
All right.
Pick up your shofar, Jimmy.
I got mine.
That's not a shofar.
It's a wacky shofar.
Jimmy.
I'd rather...
Jimmy! Do it.
That doesn't sound like one.
All right, and play the music so it sounds even better. No, I got music. When are we supposed to blow into the shofar?
I think they do that when they get home.
Yeah?
Yeah. Damn you, God. Damn you, merciless God. I tricked our people. I freed our people from the binds of Egypt and walked them through the desert, and I couldn't even get a backstage pass. God told me, no, you didn't bring your laminate. Merciless God with dry hair. You judge us, God. You judge us. I did your work, and what did you do? You didn't let me in. Why didn't they let him in? It was some indiscretion. What was it, Dan? You're a theologist, aren't you? I just assumed you're really smart.
I don't know.
He did something.
We'll find out the answer sometime this
Could it
morning.
have been breaking the first tablets when he threw them at the people for making the golden idol? Could it have been his sin of pride for believing that he was the head muckety-muck and look at me, I'm leading my people out of Egypt instead of actually, God doing it? Why didn't God let Moses in? Oh, you got it?
I'm going to raise my hand.
All right, let me choose one.
Me, over here.
I know, but you're always raising your hand. I'm looking for a student that barely ever raises their hand, because that's what teachers do. Those bastards. Okay, Opie.
I believe that he was playing oopsie with his robe.
Wasn't playing.
I think he was playing the old oopsie game.
He was not playing oopsie.
I mean,
on this holy day. I don't think you should talk about Moses playing oopsie.
I think I know.
Oh, Jimmy Norton?
And it was time to blow the shofar.
The shofar.
And did you say blow the shofar?
Yes.
He did not enter the land of Israel as he disobeyed God when God instructed him on how to bring forth water from a rock in the desert?
What?
You gotta be crapping me.
You gotta be.
Are you kidding? Wait, God taught him or gave him instructions on how to get water from a rock, and he blew that off? Well, then he didn't deserve to get in. That's a handy trick.
We got actual sounds of the shofar.
Oh.
I was pretty close, and I've never heard this before.
What was that?
I swear to God, I've never heard this before.
What was that?
That's the blowing of the shofar. I was pretty close.
It is?
Listen to this thing.
Oh. Can we have some music? And the Lord did then speaketh to Moses as he cast him out of Israel, and he said,
damn, you just been pwned. Ush.
Hey, Mike in Illinois. Oh, speaking of blanking, let's just say, Aunt owes me. I read my AT&T contract not just once, but twice.
Not beforehand.
Hoping for a blank. He held off from Pal Talk. Well, you got to linger longer to understand that.
Linger longer. I want to play a little bit of the blowing of the shofar.
Okay.
A little cough at the end of that.
Ooh, that reminds me of something. That reminds me of something. Let me... Please.
These are all different shofars.
I got one too.
Boozy, boozy, bop, bop.
I like to make werewolf movies.
My favorite clip so far.
I like to make werewolf
movies. Movies.
I am the werewolf.
Yes, you are.
Wait.
I understand.
All right, we're going to do a little...
You're the werewolf, I understand. And he likes to make those movies.
Let's do a little mixy mix here.
Well, movie.
I am the werewolf. I like to make werewolf movies.
There is no God.
Yes.
Damn. You just been pwned.
Yeah.
Us.
Does this make any sense to anybody? Well, I guess it's time to announce that this
Love
is
that.
Can't Say That Wednesday.
Can't say that.
And, of course, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday as well today. So, ladies, what do you say? What do you say for old time's sake? You flash those boobies.
For old time's sake.
Are we giving out?
Sorry, Sal.
Are we giving out the new Wow stickers here in New York?
I don't know.
It is really confusing out there with the Wow stickers. I was driving all over Long Island. I'll say it again. I saw WNEW Wow stickers. I saw Free FM Wow stickers. I saw the new K-Rock Wow stickers. And, and of course, the XM Satellite Radio Wow stickers. All in the New York market. If that's not confusing everybody.
It's a smorgasbord of stickers.
If you didn't know any better, you would just think there's 4 or 5 different radio shows doing Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Yeah. It's like a franchise. That's what we do. We franchise out Wow to other shows.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Hey, more nudity on Pal Talk. It is Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Where are we looking? Let me see.
Flight
It's
benefits
gotta be.
is,
I just clicked on there. Oh, yeah. All right.
Wakey flight benefits.
Whoa! There she goes.
Wakey.
She is awake.
Looks good.
She sure is awake.
Here it is. Little black boy shorty type panties. Nothing else but a little bit of sheet on her leg.
Yeah.
I meant, that type. I'm not just trying to put a funny accent on a word.
Yeah.
It's an actual sheet from a bed. She wasn't hanging out with some pervert.
Hey, Joe from Jersey, he writes, okay, a-holes, I'm awake and out of bed. Enough with the horrendous sound. I can just imagine, there's a bunch of people right now with their hair just askew.
Just sitting on the edge of the bed going, what was that?
They just fell out of bed.
What was that?
If you want to be woken up nicely, go listen to Scott and Todd.
Right. They'll lull you awake and then lull you back to sleep for the rest of the show.
They got the big get, though. They got Billy Bob Thornton today. I'll give him a plug.
Really?
We got Stifler.
Stifler was good.
He rocked.
I would like to have Billy Bob Thornton.
Right. But that's the type of show we are.
What show is he on, Billy Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob's going to be on Scott and Todd. We get Stifler.
And the whole guest thing yesterday.
All promoting Mr. Woodcock.
That was emailed back and forth.
Yeah.
I refused to answer. Oh, I got the emails. I got them. I just refused to answer because that movie, that Western, 3:10 to Yuma, which has such an easy name to remember. 3:10. I got to remember what time it is. 3:10 to Yuma. Christian Bale is in that.
Why not
who
just
is
call it
probably one of my favorite actors in recent history. Christian Bale is great.
The Machinist. The Machinist.
The Machinist was amazing. Everything the guy's been in has been really good.
Even as Batman.
Yeah.
Doing a good job as Batman.
And then, of course, Gladiator's in it, too. Mr. Throw the Phone at People. Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe's in it. He's good. He's good. I wanted either of those would have been, amazing.
For what movie?
For 4:10 out of Yuma.
Can't they just call it Gunfight?
I don't know what it is. At the Yuma Corral?
Yeah, just call it Gunfight.
It's the 4:25 out of
Jamaica Station.
Jamaica Station.
What local for everybody? Thank you.
That's what I'll call it. But we got offered a name, and I'm reading the name, and I don't recognize the name. Now, I don't know what it does in this movie.
Foster. Ben Foster.
Oh, right.
Ben Foster?
Ben Folds 5 was going to be in.
Yeah, Ben Foster.
And what he did, shut up, because you don't know him.
No.
Oh, Jimmy puts his fake acting face on.
No.
You know what? I didn't know him either until I realized he was the effeminate angel winged guy in X-Men 3. I don't care.
Wow, calm down.
Sorry.
You calm down over there.
But I don't care. I didn't care about... I'm sure he's a fine gentleman.
You don't care?
But as far as that movie goes, I want either Russell Crowe or Christian Bale to talk about that movie. Not the guy with the wings that was in 2 seconds of X-Men 3.
You don't care, though, right?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I honestly don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care. My jokes don't go over. I don't care.
He don't care.
I don't care.
You know, when you say I don't care, it really
means you care.
It really means you care. Everyone knows that by now.
But if I cared, I could have emailed and said, yeah, get him on.
See, if you didn't care, you wouldn't even have brought it up.
I cared that we didn't get Russell Crowe or Christian Bale.
Right.
And we get the guy that was probably the dumbest mutant in X-Men history. The dumbest mutant, and the one that was in for 2 seconds in X-Men 3.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he didn't even play himself the whole movie. First, the kid was there filing the wings off. And then they're going to give him the shot, and he flies out the window. And then he picks up his dad when his dad flies out the window. And then at the end, he flies past the bridge. He's just flying for 2 seconds. It's CGI him. I don't care. I don't care.
What?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't. Oh, more Polydent, Robin. I don't care.
Well, we don't know if that's true, man.
I'm saying it is. Screw it.
Wait.
Screw everything.
Is Billy Bob going into Scott and Todd or calling in?
I don't know.
Because I'm saying sometimes they do those things where they answer questions and you can just kind of dub your own questions.
Why don't we get those from big celebrities talking about a movie, and then we're the guys that dub in our own questions?
Know who did that gag?
Oh,
and pulled it off like
Rocco,
and pulled it off like he really was talking to the people.
Oh.
For the people out there, we're going to tear down another wall. You will get this interview from a big, huge celebrity, and then you cut out the interviewer asking the questions, and you put your own dopey voice in there.
So how was it,
Mancow used to do that
working with De Niro? And then the person would go, Robert De Niro is fantastic, because they did an interview, and then you just cut out the person that did the original interview.
Yeah.
You get a list of the questions and the answers, and you put it in your own style.
Mancow used to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that's another radio
That's
trick.
great.
Another radio trick, because then the listener is like, wow, I'm listening to a pretty cool show. This guy gets a lot of big guests.
Why don't we get those? And then we'll just add in stupid questions that don't make sense.
All right, yeah, why don't we do that?
Of course we will.
Let's try to do that.
Try to get our hands on some of those.
Is there any way we could get an exclusive interview today with somebody?
With somebody.
Look at Jill TV. See, they get the big stars. Get an interview from Jill TV. We'll cut it up and we'll make our own interview.
And no matter how bad we get, for some reason they never hang up.
Right.
Or leave.
All right? Or somebody. Good luck. Find something on the internet. I don't care if the audio sucks, and then we'll we'll dub in the questions. All right, we got to get going here. It's the Opie and Anthony show. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Girls, if you see the WOW stickers out there, those guys are hoping for a little something. Just a little oopsie or a little flash.
Yeah.
Okay? You got the bumper stickers out there. WOW stands for Whip 'em Out Wednesday. We all know that. You got the homemade signs. You got the WOW written in the dirt in the back of the trucks and stuff. So help us out. All right?
All right.
And once again, we are going to Philly right after today's show to broadcast live Thursday and Friday. I would love to let you guys know what we're going to be doing in Philly, but I got pages and pages of stuff.
Dude, we have a presidential itinerary for Philly.
Yeah.
We are getting in there, and we will not be done with doing anything. We won't have 2 minutes to rest.
I know we're doing our show live from YSP tomorrow. I know they're going to have the YSP O&A Cafe, so you can come in and watch us do the show live. And then I know we're going to a Phillies game, tomorrow night with some of our listeners that we'll be giving away those tickets. Then we head over to the TLA on Friday. That's the big get on South Street. We're going to have, I think, $1,000 to give away. I think we're going to have Eagles Monday Night Football tickets to give away. I believe we're going to be getting the opening slot for the O&A Travel and Virus Comedy Show as we do Car Crash Comedy. Then we're going to meet with clients. And then we do the big comedy show Saturday from Camden. Whew. But I think there's a lot more in there. You know what? Just keep listening to WISP for all the details.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. They're not giving us a free moment.
No.
I got a copy of the itinerary in the email. I actually forwarded it to my girlfriend. I'm like, do you understand what a psychopath Kenny is?
Yeah.
It's
yeah, I know.
Pick up Open door for GH. Just out of his mind.
He really is out of his mind. All right, we got to take a break. We're going to say good morning to Buffalo, and of course, good morning to Boston. We got a lot of interesting stories happening today.
Boston.
And then the Imus thing.
Cheaters.
And what?
Cheating cheaters.
You're calling the
what?
You're calling them cheaters?
Yeah.
I say they're brilliant. I love cheating.
Okay, Mr. Push-Ups.
I'm a big fan of cheating. Huge. Always have.
Yeah.
Always have been, always will.
All right.
Big fan of cheating. We'll get into that next. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hello. The Opie and Anthony Show will be broadcasting live from Philadelphia on Thursday and Friday, September 13th and 14th.
Saturday Night Virus.
This Saturday, Dan and Sam return to the 9 p.m. Eastern slot of the Saturday Night Virus. That's this Saturday from 9 to midnight, only on XM 202, The Virus. Call Opie and Anthony, 866-WOW-WOW-WOW. 866-WOW-WOW-WOW.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
There's a lot going on this morning. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hi.
Stephen S. from Bayshore has a new bit. It's really simple. He sees when Tom comes in to say hi to us every morning.
Yeah.
Tom, the GM here in New York City, kind of oversees the whole operation as far as our regular radio careers go.
Yeah.
And Stephen S. takes a note of what Tom's wearing and then comments about it on instant feedback.
Oh, yeah, because you can see it on Pal Talk.
He's done a few of these. Stephen S. from Bayshore writes, this morning Tom's wearing a tie from the Larry Craig collection. I hear he's also wearing tap shoes. We do have the greatest listeners in radio, man. They give us a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Makes our jobs a lot easier. All right, time to pick up your scorecards. As you know by now, every day has themes.
Too many.
Today, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. We've been doing that for well over 10 years, 12 years.
Oh, like 50 years now.
Oh, my God, at least 12 years. That one stays. But if you're keeping track at home, I hate to say it, Jimmy, but say goodbye to Butt Rub Wednesday. Say goodbye to Butt Rub Wednesday.
Adios, Butt Rub Wednesday.
Also, say goodbye officially to Cat Noise Wednesday.
Cat Noise Wednesday, gone.
So long, Cat Noise Wednesday.
We hardly knew ye.
We're still doing Can't Say That Wednesday.
Yeah.
Or You Can't Say That Wednesday.
Yeah, occasionally.
And we're adding a new one today.
Mm-hmm.
Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday.
Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday. Damn. Now this, is this self-explanatory? It's all in the name, right?
Well, it started because the emails were flying yesterday after the show. Everyone's talking about the Moose Show in the back office. The Moose Show. And I guess he replaced Mancow in Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding?
No,
is it an actual moose? Is it the Moose Show?
Man, if a radio station had the balls to just put a moose on the air.
That would be great.
Who's not listening every day?
Who's not listening to the moose?
I think today he might actually say something.
And occasionally you just hear, meh. And his antlers hitting the mic. Yeah, he's eating.
He's eating the mic. That's right. It's Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday.
Yeah.
The guys are in the back office as we speak, digging for those fine Morning Zoo bits.
Great.
Oh, and we'll give the show credit and everything.
Oh, good. Gee, I hope you don't chase people away and send them over to those shows because these are so great. These obviously come off of some kind of service. Or do they make them themselves?
A lot of them come from a service.
Yeah.
And then the show plays them, make them believe it's theirs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then their listeners think they're listening to brilliant broadcasters.
Do they?
And then some of the morning zoos will actually try to make their own. And I believe the Moose Show might have made this one.
The Moose Show?
Yeah. It's called the Kid Rock'em Sock'em.
Oh, now that must be because a Kid Rock got punched.
Yeah.
Or actually punched Tommy Lee.
Kid Rock'em Sock'em.
I get you.
See, get it? Kid Rock'em Sock'em.
And then Rock'em Sock'em, like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Right.
Rock'em Sock. Oh, boy, Jesus.
And if you guys want to...
The name alone sucks.
If you guys want to send us a bit from your local Morning Zoo show, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Oh, please.
So we can feature your city, your town. Oh, Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday.
Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday.
I got to still read it because it's a little long.
Very long.
A little long.
I wonder how long it's going to take before we actually have a little promo for that.
Well, let me help out Tim. Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday. All right?
Yeah.
No, actually, Tim is working on our fake interview.
Yes. Thank God. Somebody has to.
So our listeners could think we're hot shots.
That we get all the big stars.
Yeah, so we're working on our fake interview in the other studio. So are you guys ready for the Kid Rock'em Sock'em from the Moose Show?
Please don't leave me hanging.
All right, here we go. It's Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday. Here is your Morning Zoo bit.
New from Trailer Toys Incorporated. Just in time for Christmas. The Kid Rock'em Sock'em Robot. Look out, Tommy Lee. This Kid Rock'em Sock'em's going platinum on your face. Realistic Kid Rock action. Greasy wife beater t-shirt. Dirty looking goatee. And more. Fresh off his Video Music Awards battle with Tommy Lee, you can bring Kid Rock home to kick some ass. And now for our special price.
Warning. This toy is being recalled due to lead paint and hepatitis concerns from its Chinese factory. Do not play with this toy. Immediately return the Kid Rock'em Sock'em Robot to place a purchase. Unless you're Pam Anderson.
Damn.
And there you have it, your Morning Zoo Bit of the Day.
You got it right. There it is. Yes or no? Oh, you added an extra E.
Oosh.
I like to make werewolf movies.
See.
Wow. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I got to be honest. That wasn't even remotely.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that wasn't that bad.
Entertaining.
No, that's why we're doing it.
Oh, no, I understand why we're doing it.
See, we got to tear down another wall here. We're playing this stuff to show you how awful this stuff is.
I think hopefully people understand that.
Huh?
Hopefully they got that.
Yeah, I
thought we were playing that like for laugh getter.
Well,
folks,
you know what?
pull over first.
I'm gonna put this over here. I think.
What does going platinum on your face mean?
Well, because one of his most famous songs, he goes going platinum.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Like on your face?
Oh yeah,
I don't get it.
You're right.
Is that awful?
It's like going ballistic, I guess, meaning like I'm going platinum. It somehow becomes this aggressive thing.
Yeah.
Your face is where I'm going to do it.
Oh, wow. Okay, Jimmy actually may have explained it.
But you shouldn't have to explain your Morning Zoo bit. I guess it's taking it to the nth degree.
Yeah.
I like when people say that. Yeah. The nth degree.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that.
Yeah. That was the moose.
Nate Sack saying, Morning Zoo Bit of the Day, soon to be known as the shortest lived bit on O&A.
Yeah, please.
No, I kind of like this bit.
You like it?
I kind of like it, yeah. All right, let's move into some things. God bless the Patriots. And this is coming from a Jets fan. I love when people cheat.
This is blatant cheating, breaking the rules, using an illegal advantage.
I was a rule breaker all through school.
And the Pats doing it is like, come on. You're not a good enough team. You haven't seen your fair share of Super Bowls and championships. You got to cheat on your first game.
Maybe they're just bored and they're coming up with new ways to excite themselves. Yeah.
No, it's called cheating.
I bet that's how they won those.
Dishonest. Exactly, because this isn't the first time this fat cameraman has done this for the team.
How Patriots stole signals from the Jets. Here we go. Patriots video assistant Matt Estrella taped the Jets defensive coach's hand signals as he sent the defense onto the field.
Mm-hmm.
Estrella would say what down and where on the field the Jets were, so the camera picked it up. When the tape is analyzed, the hand signals are matched up to Estrella's comments and defensive scheme. This would allow a Patriots player on the field to be able to look over at the Jets sideline and steal the signal and tell the quarterback, Tom Brady, what defensive scheme the Jets were going to use.
Oh, God, I'll tell you, dude.
How great is that?
It's cheating, and everyone's involved. Right up to Richard Nixon. Oh, sorry.
He's dead.
Yeah. This goes right to the top. Right to the top. Everyone knows about this.
So what's wrong with that?
So the team should be penalized.
I agree.
And not just this little thing. Like I'm hearing maybe they won't get some draft picks or something.
They should be forced to take that as a loss.
Absolutely. That is a loss.
Well,
Jets win. The Jets win.
They're saying do-over.
Do-over? Who yells do-over?
They're yelling do-over.
That is
all over
such cheating.
All over Staten Island. See, we took the long way in today, and all over Staten Island they're saying do-over.
Do-over, do-over.
Do-over.
That is, that should be like huge suspensions for some of the management and coaches. The team should be penalized.
Well,
they should have a loss now, and the Jets should have a win. That game should be a forfeit.
This is going to turn into another scandal.
See, every sport needs a scandal.
And I'll tell you why. I bet you every team does this. Including,
you're going to find out?
Including the Jets. They just didn't get caught.
You think?
Yeah. Watch it.
Why would every team do something illegal
like
that?
In the coming days, it's going to come out that a lot of other teams have been doing this, that it's normal. Of course. Sonny Ferrelli from Boston. Okay about the Pats. First of all, their first drive and their kickoff return had nothing to do with stealing calls, so you Jets fans, go F off you peas.
You know something, Sonny? Shut up. Your Boston drips off of you. You're not subjective at all.
And then we got John from D.C. Is cheating off the Jets really cheating? It's like copying algebra from a mongoloid. Sorry to wreck your instant feedback, John.
And, yeah, that's a good point. How screwed did the guy feel when they took his camera? Like when they took his video camera away, he was sitting there going, oh, my God, everything's on there. Oh, my God, all the signals are on there. This is such just blatant cheating. Oh, my God, they got me.
I hope there's also him having sex with something on that same videotape. Let's say hi to Sonny, calling all the way from Boston. Sonny, what's up? You're representing all of Boston today. How are you?
Hey, listen, guys, I want to bring up some points here.
Yeah.
First of all, that first drive.
Screw the first drive. Of course, we saw the first drive. And we're talking about the entire rest of the game, dummy.
Let Sonny speak.
The kickoff return in the second half, that had nothing to do with play calls being stolen.
You're right, but you still can't cheat when you're caught.
Yeah, so why are they stealing calls if they're such a great team that they're running back kickoffs the length of the field?
And I'm going to give you the 21 points, the reason why this game shouldn't be brought back, all right?
All right.
The pass that Brady passed to Moss in the fourth quarter with 3 defenders. What does that have to do with stealing play calls?
Dude, they're cheating. If you're sitting down playing cards and you're cheating... Hey, shut up a minute. Shut up, let me make my goddamn card point. If you're sitting down playing cards and you're cheating, it doesn't matter if you won on legitimate hands or not. You're caught cheating. You lose. You get shot in the head with a Derringer. That's what happens. They were cheating. I don't care how many legitimate plays they had that won the game for them. The game should be turned because they were cheating. Sonny.
Just being a bunch of baby boohoo Jet fans.
Oh, blow it out, you Boston ass.
I hate the Jets, dude. I'm a Cowboy fan. I don't like the Jets at all. And I still think that they should have to lose.
I think a lot of teams have been doing this, though.
I'm not a Jet fan.
A lot of teams have been doing this.
I hate Boomer.
Can't you appreciate like a card counter in a casino?
That's not cheating.
Well, can you appreciate a guy that's, walking in with all sorts of electronics?
That's cheating.
I love that stuff. I can't lie to you. I love this type of stuff. When people attempt to cheat.
But that's great. And if you make a whole career of it and make your way through life and never get caught, no one ever knows. You got caught. Sorry.
I take it back to school. I knew very early on that I was a pretty smart kid, and I got bored. So I came up with other ways to get through class. I was able to make the tiniest cheat sheet known to man, It was as big as my...
Why were you cheating if you're so goddamn smart?
Because it made it more interesting. It made it exciting. School's a bore fest. My cheat sheets could...
Supposed to be.
My cheat sheets were as small as my thumb. So I could just put my finger on the desk, and there was a cheat sheet under my thumb. And that's what was exciting. Or I would put the cheat sheets in the urinals and excuse myself in between the tests. The teachers fell for that one.
How about just in your pocket?
No, because it's tough to go to your pocket during an exam.
No, but I mean, if you're going to put it in the urinal, like...
No, I had a extra copy there.
Oh,
I had it all figured out. I had one that I was brave enough to have kind of on my thumb. And sometimes you're too scared to lift that thumb and go for it. So then I had another one in the urinals just in case. I had all sorts of schemes going. Oh, yeah. And then when I went to Geneseo, we were stealing garbage and finding tests.
Oh, they actually had that? Yeah?
Back in the day, yeah, before the computers and all that. Because of the...
mimeograph.
Because of the mimeograph.
You need your mimeograph.
They would print up their tests and throw it in the garbage, and I had a nice business going for me at Geneseo because we discovered this, and it got exciting to steal the garbage around exam time, and then maybe we would figure out ways to get in buildings. I don't know, maybe to go through their personal garbage.
Steal your diploma.
Oh, it's useless anyway.
True.
A communication degree from Geneseo, please.
What's that going to get you?
Please. And then we'd go up to the fraternity house, and we would throw the garbage in the basement, and we would dig through it, and we would find exams like crazy. And all the sorority houses and the fraternity houses were calling us, asking if we had certain exams, and we did, and we were giving them to them for like a couple $100 a pop.
I thought that was just an Animal House.
I swear. I started it, and then it went on for years. Years until they went to the old computer, and that kind of wrecked everything, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a lot harder to steal exams. Oh, yeah. So I kind of like the cheating thing.
I don't know.
I kind of like it.
I don't think it's... I think you're alone there.
Yeah. What are we looking at, Dan?
Just Steve's.
What?
Just one of the feedbacks I was pointing.
Oh, which one? Hey, Ope, how many answers could you write on one marshmallow? You had to point that one out, right?
That's funny.
But you also, when you were doing that, knew the penalty if you got busted.
I didn't care.
But
It was just exciting.
But you still did it like knowing, like, okay, I got to be careful because if I get caught.
Right.
They wouldn't look at it and go, all right, let's see what answers are on your finger, and those questions will be made invalid. Your whole test is ripped up.
Yeah, right.
And that's the way it is for Boston. So, Sonny, I'm not a Jet fan, but they should take a big L.
Of course.
I say do-over.
You got to set an example.
Just go with the do-over on a Tuesday.
No, do-over.
A do-over on a Tuesday afternoon.
I like to make werewolf movies.
Oh.
I like to make werewolf movies.
Also, we have to say good morning to Buffalo today. Everyone listening on the edge. Kevin Everett will likely walk again. They're calling this a minor miracle. You know the deal by now, right? Kevin Everett pretty much went head first in and was paralyzed, dropped to the ground, and they were saying that it was life-threatening.
Yeah.
They pretty much said he was going to be paralyzed. And I guess overnight he made miraculous recovery or something.
And started moving his toes and his fingers. He's got upper and lower body movement. And yes, they are calling it a miracle, but I heard that on the news on the way in this morning. And I was very happy for him because you never want to see that happen. But I don't see it as much of a miracle as I see it as one quack doctor jumping the gun. Who are the doctors that are always saying, I'm sorry, you're not going to walk again? And then the guy walks, and it's like it's a miracle. No, it's a crappy doctor.
No, it would be great.
That said you weren't going to walk.
No, who would be great at that
Kenny.
job? Club Soda Kenny.
You're not going to walk again.
Because as soon as
it was a hangnail, dummy.
As soon as I read that in the paper, I'm thinking maybe the doctor should give it a day or two before they decide that you're never going to walk again. Because that's pretty heavy to digest.
Yep. They got these new, I don't even know what it is, but it's an injection that they give you right in the injury.
Steroids.
Yeah, it's some type of steroid.
They did that with, what's his name, the Jet player.
Dennis Blair?
Yeah.
If they get it within and
that saved them.
A couple of hours of the injury, it does a good job of keeping the spinal cord from swelling up. And that's what does a lot of the damage. So it's helped a lot of people. I wonder if they used it on him.
Or is it Dennis Bird? I don't remember his name.
Bird.
Obviously, Dennis Blair.
Wait, who's Dennis Blair?
I think he's a comedian that opens for Carlin.
Okay, yeah. Bird, you're right.
Dennis Leary hurt his back?
Yes. Dennis the Menace is paralyzed. Wait, wasn't he supposed to not walk again, Dennis Bird?
Yeah.
Now he does, right?
Yeah. He's doing all right, actually, considering they said he wasn't going to walk again. So you're thinking, what, it's the doctor's fault and it's not a minor miracle?
No. That's
Did
what
you read
I'm
what they
saying.
did to this guy? They were like repairing 2 or 3 vertebrae and all
Well,
sorts
I'm not
of
saying
crap.
medicine is a fantastic thing. That's why stupid doctor shouldn't have walked in and said he's never going to walk again before they brought him off the field. You're hearing that? I was just CNN.com. I look and I see the picture of him laying on the field and paralyzed, never going to walk again.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, they are making some strides here. Maybe Mr. Doctor ought to keep his mouth shut for a little while. So it doesn't look like a miracle. It looks like, it's what happened. It's called medicine. Love of God.
So that's very good news coming out of Buffalo, man. Very good news.
And Kenny would be great. Well, it looks like you might walk again. That would be like the depressing part. And the guy would go, that's great, but you won't run as fast.
You never play. Really?
You spent your whole life getting to the NFL, but you're never going to play again.
You could end up retarded.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll talk about the Chinese food guy after the break.
Oh, man.
I will never eat
Dude, it's going on all over the place.
You think?
Absolutely.
We'll explain what's going on here in New York.
The smells that just walking into this studio in the morning. I don't know how you guys come in that other entrance. Because I come in one entrance, you come in another. I've come in that other one occasionally, and it is truly like a human being. Coming in the front here ain't too bad, but you guys come in the back door, and boy, does it stink.
Wow.
Oof. Because there's a restaurant over there.
Restaurant?
There's a few.
Many.
And they leave piles of rotting food.
Right on the street. Yeah, it is kind of, it's more than gross.
It stinks.
Oh, when you come into the building
Roaches
in the
the size of your shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, you step over a few roaches. A homeless guy. There's a lot of fun out there. All right, we'll explain what's going on with this Chinese food worker.
Yeah.
After the break. And don't forget, it's Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday.
I almost forgot.
Hopefully another one on the way.
Sure hope so.
It's Opie and Anthony. Hey, good morning to everybody. It's Opie and Anthony. Stephen S. from Bayshore again on Instant Feedback. Kenny is the doctor, talking to Everett.
Dr. Kenny.
At least you know you'll be off on Sundays from now on.
With a big smile on his face.
If you're just tuning in, you got to linger longer to get some of these jokes. Hey, we got a brand new missed call. One of our favorite things on the Opie and Anthony show. My favorite of all time so far is this one.
No. Oh, my, I tell you something. How did that not go in?
I like it's Scott! No! Like he's like all mad at the guy. Hey, no.
You just wrecked my call.
Scott! No! He couldn't even get out of the score voice.
Yeah.
That goes Holiday. He's on the track. He's at the wall. She's gone. The milkman delivered. No. What are they saying?
What are they saying? What am I saying? What are they saying?
They're saying nothing. You're the one saying.
You said it. The milkman didn't deliver.
That's the best part of that is that idiot had to get his own thing out.
Yeah.
Did the milkman deliver? Stupid.
No, apparently he missed the house.
These are great.
No cereal this morning.
These are great because they're so awkward. What are they saying?
Yeah. Well, what are they saying?
You're the guy saying it.
That guy was a jackass.
Right.
Right center field. McLouth is back to the track. He leaps at the wall, and it is gone. It just cleared. No,
what do
they're
say
saying
now?
two. They're saying it's a double. It went just under the wall.
Just under.
Just
the wall.
under. See how easily I could have made that mistake.
And once again, what are they saying? Well,
what are they saying? Those people are idiots.
Here's the brand new one.
All right, new one?
Where's E-Rock? Get this one in my system immediately.
Oh, please.
Back goes Beltran, back to the warning track, right near the wall, leaping, and he made the catch! Carlos Beltran, right? No, he didn't. My apologies. I thought he had it. I thought he had it, too. He acted as though he had it. He did not have it.
Oh, now they're going to blame it on good acting.
You know, he acted like he had it. It's an Academy Award-winning performance of a man having a ball.
Big Steve in Rochester. What's up, Big Steve?
Hey, Big Steve.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
First of all, I want to say how long it takes to get through to you guys. It's been forever since what I wanted to say, damn it.
We're kind of a popular show. Kind of.
What?
I think you wanted to talk about cheating there, Big Steve.
Oh, dude. Okay. So I'll be real quick about it. What we used to do, it sounds complicated. Iraq, whoever's running the phones are like, wow, that sounds kind of crazy. I don't know if I can put that through. Yeah, you can. Anyways, what I was doing is I would record. We would get the test or whatever. We would record what was going on, the answers, what questions, answers to the test. I would put a tape deck, the old tape Walkmans on your side, like I'm cool, like carrying a bunch of pagers on the side of my face, or belt, and I would put the play.
Brian G. in Philly writes on Instant Feedback.
It's called cutting your losses.
Hey, Ann, on CNN, they're showing bailiffs tasing a guy in a wheelchair in a courtroom. The guy's strapped in like Hannibal Lecter. They're showing it every 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
It is your video of the day that you'll be seeing sometime today.
Fantastic.
Guy's in a wheelchair, and...
well, the taser is one of the best entertainment tools created in the past, I'd say, 50 years.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. There is no one out there that does not enjoy watching someone get a good tasering.
Well, it's a man in a wheelchair, and he's tased after kicking his own attorney.
Well, how can he kick?
I don't know.
His legs are still good. Maybe he's just one of those old crotchety guys that can still move his legs, but he's just too crotchety to walk. He kicked his own attorney, and they tased him?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, here we go.
This video from Columbus, Ohio, captured inside a courtroom by a TV station. The defendant, accused of holding churchgoers at gunpoint during a robbery, kicked his defense attorney and had to be tackled by guards. They used a taser on him, and he was later removed from the courtroom. When he returned, he was in heavy-duty restraints, but even they didn't subdue him. Authorities eventually returned him to his cell.
I heard a little in the background.
We got isolated.
Yeah, it's gotta hurt.
That's a guy in a wheelchair getting tased.
Oh, is that great?
The video's pretty good, too, so. All right. Hey, really fast, it's Morning Zoo Bit of the Day Wednesday.
Yes.
And we're getting help from the rest of America. We got Trey Taylor, looks like, from Kansas. The Rod Ryan Show in Houston would have Tubes Day.
Tubes Day?
On Tuesday.
And what is that?
He'd drain someone's tubes onto his face.
The stunt boy / producer has to talk through a tube every Tuesday, and then he writes, yuck, yuck, yuck.
Hey, I thought we did that.
What? Yeah, but we did it as a goof.
That's what I mean.
I hope people realize with all these themes we're coming up with is to mock the rest of radio.
Like, didn't we do that at NEW? We decided to just talk into a tube all day or something.
But it was...
But I don't think did we call it Tubes Day?
It was...
Are you kidding me?
It was a goof.
Of course it was. Oh, that's great.
And, well, why don't we do this? It is Morning Zoo Bit of the Day.
Yes.
I think we got to change the name because we want to play more than one bit.
Morning Zoo
Bits.
Oh, God, you're brilliant, Jim.
Bits of the day.
What? B-I-T-Z. Like,
and make the Z backwards.
Yes.
Make the Z backwards.
Yeah, put the Z kind of backwards so it looks silly. And tilt it.
I did tilt it.
Nice.
Like
Bits.
All right, Jimmy, can you do it now? What? Just what it's called.
Oh, it's called Morning Zoo Bits of the Day. Did you hear it being turned around?
I did, and tilted.
Steve-O from Boston. The goddamn Patriots are still the best team. Why doesn't somebody go check the Colts? They put up a lot of points.
Oh, they'll always just sit and defend everything.
Dude,
please.
You know what? If the Jets were doing it, we would be defending the Jets today.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But I wouldn't be. I'm not a Jet fan.
No.
All right, here we go.
Hate Boomer. Stupid jock.
Here's the next Morning Zoo bit of the day as part of Morning Zoo bits.
Morning Zoo bit.
It just fizzles out because, see, it fizzles out because you got to turn around and make it into a Z. Or is it a Z and then you turn around? But then wouldn't that be an S?
Yeah. Oh, wow, there's a picture of me talking into a tube.
There's a picture of you doing Tubes Day.
It's Tubes Day.
It's true.
What the hell is...
You dressed
Look,
like...
and there's Opie talking. Who ripped us off and actually made a bit of it?
Well, it's got to be...
That's sad.
It's got to be a long time ago because that shirt I gave to a homeless guy, God, it's got to be 2 years ago.
And Anthony's dressed like Tiny Tim from like A Christmas Story.
It was very chilly. Wow.
Jeff from Staten Island, tell Boston to get over it. They suck, period. We got a thing happening. You realize that, right?
It's the whole country against Boston. That's pretty much what it is.
Well, Boston, come on, let's go. You're getting killed here.
Guys are being silly.
That's what I love about doing a syndicated radio show. You get to talk to all the cities at the same time. So Boston's going at it with Staten Island today. The state of Staten Island. Here's the next Morning Zoo bit.
Excuse me?
It's called
one of the...
Well, no, I'm not saying the name. I'm just saying, because now I got to do it. So it's like, here's another Morning Zoo bit.
I would go, here's another one of the Morning Zoo bits.
It's another one of the Morning Zoo bits.
It's kind of
yeah.
You know, when you want to impress your friends with a nice fart and all of a sudden it just...
Yeah. Quack, quack.
That's how the name is. Morning Zoo bits of the day. It comes from Kevin and Virginia's show on Wild 95.5.
Wild.
West Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh, okay.
This is called Hell No to H2O.
Hell no to H2O?
Yeah.
But that's water.
Yeah.
I think we need it.
Yeah.
To live.
Lock up your sons, lock up your daughters. Death is on the street, and it is called water, water, water. Hell no to H2O. Hell no to H2O.
It is an epidemic.
Hell no to H2O. Hell no to H2O. Worse than cocaine. Hell no to H2O. Hell no to H2O. Man, it's got no taste. Hell no to H2O. Gotta go when you serve that H2O. Water's so bad, man, it makes me choke. So drop the bottled water and pick up a Coke. In my opinion, if it was up to me, the whole wide world would take a bath in Pepsi. Water is sleaze, causes disease, more dangerous than killer bees. So, man, it's worse than murder, murder, murder. You know it's overrated. I'm talking about hydration. Rather have a can full of carbonation. So pick up a soda, don't be a coward. Water is worse than milk that turns sour. Everybody knows cola gives you power. Water's only good for taking a shower. So now I must bow my head and pray to the soda gods, all up in soda heaven. Tell me heaven is like 7-Eleven. Mountain Dew, Coke, Sprite, and Sunkist. Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, and Sierra Mist. That's the kind of liquid I need in my life. Wish I could legally make Mountain Dew my wife. So this is a message across the land. Say no to water and yes to soda cans. Hell no to H2O. Hell no
do it all day.
H2O.
It is an epidemic.
Hell no to H2O. Hell no to H2O. Worse than cocaine. Hell no to H2O. Hell no to H2O. Man, it's got no taste. Hell no to H2O. Gotta go when you serve that H2O.
It is an epidemic. Demic.
Maybe this Zoo bits.
Well, that was pretty.
I'm
pretty good.
Take off.
I'm reading. I'm reading some Pal Talk comments.
Please.
And
don't.
one must have been a black guy because he just wrote, "You effing white people." That sucks. Painful to listen to.
Yeah. It was funny, but I mean, like
what?
Well, like heaven, and it was like guy wants to make Mountain Dew his wife. I mean, it's That's pretty good. You can't marry soda, silly.
Shut up.
It's impossible.
Wow.
That's a guy who really doesn't like water, though. I mean, good God. How much do you love soda, pal?
Are they black guys or white guys?
I don't know.
What are they?
I don't
They
know.
couldn't be black guys.
No, Kevin's white. Virginia's white.
If a black guy
Okay.
tried to say that, his melanin would fall off.
Yeah.
Black people can't rap that badly. It has to be us.
That was really bad.
Well, it's part of Morning Zoo.
I'm seeing that
what?
Huge Unit said, well, he's suggesting the only people that should really like or sing that song are the Yates children.
Oh, my God.
That guy, buddy, he was like naming sodas.
Yeah.
God, I'm trying, guys. Try some decaf, buddy.
Whoa, look at this one.
Yeah, what are you
He's
doing?
outrageous.
Yeah, got no water. We take all your medicine with soda, pal? Easy.
Okay, also...
Does he wash his face with Pepsi?
Also, Lacey and Connor Peterson should probably sing that song, but that's them and the Yates children.
Yeah.
And who are the other ones?
Susan Smith.
The old Susan Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
back the van into a pool full of diet Shasta.
Jeff from Houston, Morning Zoo bit of the day. Another one coming in. Howard Stern would have listeners wrap a bandana around their cars so chicks would flash their boobies.
Yes.
Hoo-hoo.
We all know that.
Hey, Bill from Waterford is just beating up Boston today. Oh, it's updating too fast, but he's basically saying F you to the mayor, F you to the Big Dig, F you to the bomb squad. But then he gives them a compliment. He goes, at least they segregate.
F you to airport security.
Right, that's all from Bill from Waterford. Let's say hi to Glenn in Jersey. Glenn, what's up?
Hey, hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Glenn.
That's me. I have a taser. I'll do it. Yo, hello?
Yeah.
I have a taser. I'll taser myself right now.
Yeah?
Where are you?
I'm in my car because I'm Big Steve from Rochester, couple of 4. God, your guys suck. They let me through again.
Yeah, don't hang up, though.
Howard, I love you guys. Jimmy Norton, you rule. You guys are the only reason I go to work in the morning to listen to you motherfuckers. Get someone to screen your phones better. I'm the same guy. I'm going to keep calling.
I don't know who he is, though.
Oh, we don't.
But you say you're going to keep calling,
But we don't know who you are.
I don't even know who you are.
Only you. Oh, you're the.
My 2 minutes of fame weren't that good. I'm going to take my own.
But you're not good because we don't know who you are. It's like this is like the first time you've called for us.
Yeah, like.
So it's not like oh my God, he's so good.
Like to be fair, like back in the day when you got the Baba Booey. Oh wow, they got us again. But who's Steve from Rochester?
Jimmy Norton. I love everyone. I'm not going to taser myself. I haven't slept yet because I wanted to.
No, we understand you're not going to taser yourself, but
all right, well, yeah,
the guy wasn't even.
We really don't know what that was about.
I don't either.
I get it so annoyed with people sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm right there with you. If you pull a fast one, that's you got us. But that guy's like, call up a radio show for the first time and then blurt something out and go, oh, I got you. Oh, boy, geez, the screener. Oh, you got to screen the calls better, right? Well,
sounds like a soda drinker to me. Hey, easy, pal. Try a little water.
Gosh, Jimmy. Incorrigible.
That's a lot of calories.
I hope you're having some diet, pal. Hell no, H2O. What are you crazy?
You wash your hair with what?
Hey, no. hey, Coca-Cola hair. you know, because water's bad.
It's got no taste. They say it right in the song.
I think the Morning Zoo bits of the day might take off now. See, you guys didn't like it 10 minutes ago. Now
they're obsessed.
Now we might
Still
be onto
don't like
something.
it stinks.
Hey, we forgot about the Chinese food worker. We'll do it after the break. Look, that just means we got a busy show. Philly, what's up? We'll be there tomorrow and Friday. Let's not forget. Too many details to give, and then the rest of the country goes, boring. We're not in Philly. So do us a favor. Just keep listening to YSP. Kid Chris and the gang, they'll let you know about our visit starting tomorrow, live from YSP Studios. Okay?
Right.
Building up to the big comedy show, the last one we're going to do for a while.
Yeah.
In Camden this Saturday night. 8 or 9 comedians you know and love from the show. Matter of fact, Louis C.K. coming in. to pump up the show a little bit. That's coming up Saturday,
Oh, good.
and I think Stephen Lynch is coming in.
Oh, Lynch is on the show, right?
I believe so,
Good,
and I
okay.
believe he's coming in to do a song or two.
Excellent.
So
cool.
All right, it's Opie and Anthony. You're checking out Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy Norton.
I want to. Is it cool? I want to throw out a quick. I asked Tom already. Just something me and Florentine did. I just want to plug because superdeluxe.com. We're on the front page. A bunch of little newscaster things.
Oh yeah.
You know. So I just wanted to throw it out because the guy was really nice who we did that for. And
What is it though, Jimmy? What is it?
we do this little series called Good Side of Bad News. We play these two newscasters, and it's shot kind of weird because we only had one monitor. So like if it's on us. If it's showing two of us, it looks normal. But if it just shows one of us, we're looking off to the side.
Oh, off to the side
So
a
we
little
look
bit.
like creeps. Yeah, but it was.
How about 2 monitors?
That was just an error, but it was. It'll be fixed for next time. But it's kind of funny to watch because you see us talking, then you see like the eyes divert to the wrong direction.
That's creepy.
Two unprofessional idiots.
It's superdeluxe.com.
Yeah, and the guy is really a sweet guy.
Good.
And
Love Florentine too.
I do too. One of my favorite
Norton and
people.
Florentine on superdeluxe.com.
Yeah, check it out. If you like it, you like it. If not,
oh well.
Sorry.
Screw you.
Yeah.
Hell no to H2O.
Oh.
Hell no to H2O.
It is an epidemic.
Hell no to H2O.
Jimmy loves
Hell
this.
No
That's great.
H2O. Worse than cocaine. Hell no to H2O.
Is it?
Hell no to H2O. Man, it's got no taste. Hell no to H2O. Gotta go when you serve that H2O.
What are you gonna do? Leave the whole building? You're crazy.
Come on.
Serving water. I'm out of here, guys.
What are we gonna do with the water cooler?
Yeah, what are you going to talk about if there's no water cooler?
Get a soda cooler,
Right?
apparently. These guys need to chill out a little.
Bit edgy, don't you think?
Yeah,
the FCC might be coming.
Crazy. Easy, guys.
Slow down a bit.
Yeah.
You can't drive 55.
Oh, boy.
Chinese food worker.
Yeah.
This was
Saw this on the news this morning. Oh, tasered guy?
in wheelchair.
Is this wheelchair taser guy?
Yeah.
Oh, they stomping him on the head. Oh, see? Now he's
Top
mad.
hit, too.
The court officer got a little hit there.
Yeah.
So they got him in his restraints. They tasered him. Oh, my God. They bring him in a wheelchair. What the
He
hell?
looks ridiculous.
How the F you gonna treat me fair? How to get a fair trial? How to get a fair trial? This
This guy looks ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
you got to make sure you check out this video sometime today.
That's a
It's
good
your
one.
video of the
They
day.
bring him back in with this white. It looks like a white towel wrapped around his chin and head, almost like the Tin Man looked.
Yeah, he's got a big jaw.
And he has like almost like a black fishnet, a mosquito net over his head. I don't know why they put the mosquito net. Maybe so bugs don't land on him.
Yes. Doesn't like mosquito bites.
What?
Oh, good. Well, okay, there you go.
Oh, they don't want
Kenny-
him to spit.
Wow,
See,
good.
Kenny knows this stuff.
Of course he does.
Oh, Kenny knows.
Kenny knows. Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you.
Well, we saw something very disgusting.
Yeah, but what was...
Chinese food.
Yeah.
The wheelchair got me thinking of something. Yeah, all right, let's just go to... just really fast. It's good to see that the local news is back to normal today.
Oh, yeah.
All that doom and gloom yesterday.
Oh, now it's just about funny videos. Look, here's an SUV running through a fence and
At a high school football
at a high
game.
school football game.
There you go.
We're all back to good news. What is it? Oh, it's September 12th.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Moving right along.
No more somber music.
Back to cleavage and bright attire on
But
the
they
local
cared
news.
so much yesterday.
Yeah, what happened? What happened? It was a mere day ago.
People.
Now we got the video of the guy getting tased in a wheelchair. So things are back to normal.
Yep.
Yeah, Chinese food worker caught. Should I tell Jimmy what he was caught doing?
No,
or
I
you
mean,
want- okay.
Alex, I honestly don't know.
All right.
I don't want to know.
Food for thought that may be a little hard to swallow.
Food for thought, hard to swallow. Come on, right there. It's good. You don't even have to play the rest of the story.
Wait,
It's a good one.
Food for thought,
Hard to swallow.
hard to swallow.
That's fantastic.
Chew on this for a while.
Is that a pun?
Yeah. It'd be interesting if it was destroying colon cancer. Hope you're sitting down. Easy, lady.
Listen to her.
Hell no to H2O. Hell no to H2O.
It is an epidemic.
Hell no to H2O. Hell no to H2O. Worse than cocaine. Hell no
Yeah.
to H2O. Hell H2O. Man, it's got no taste. Hell no to H2O. Gotta go when you serve that H2O.
Gotta go. Well, if it's worse than cocaine, but
Yeah.
it's not because it doesn't have a taste. So there's what?
Well, yeah, I don't get it. Like,
hell no.
Is this guy going to fill his pool up with tab?
How long would that take, Jimmy?
Specify here.
Obviously, he doesn't have a lawn.
God almighty.
Yeah.
How about someone that hates water? This guy takes the cake.
I love your new character.
What?
Jimmy comes up with the best characters.
Character. It's
all right. Here we
Jimmy.
go.
It's just me.
Let's go to the
me.
Chinese food worker caught.
Yeah.
Doing this.
Some food for thought that may be a little hard to swallow.
Yeah, reports that a worker at a Rockland County restaurant prepared crushed garlic in a way that garlic should never be crushed.
There is trouble afoot here at the Great China Buffet in Nanuet.
That's disgusting.
Where the garlic is not only sauteed in steam, but allegedly stomped.
He's actually doing this, and there's garlic pieces laying all around.
John Stoughton is with the Rockland County Department of Health and says this is a picture of a worker from the restaurant stomping on a huge bowl of garlic with his shoes on.
Ooh, we don't really approve of somebody using their shoes to crush the food with.
That's strong
Don't
language.
really approve of that. Don't approve.
You know how he got caught?
No.
A gentleman.
You know what
Took a
store?
picture.
You know what store was right next door though?
A photography store?
A cell phone store.
Oh,
Same
okay.
thing. Every phone has a freaking camera on
So a
it.
guy took a picture. He was actually outside stomping this garlic with
Outside?
his... Yeah.
Dude, you had to walk out
in
the...
a back alley of
Yeah,
a Chinese restaurant.
You know how we were talking about how awful that street is outside this building?
Yeah.
It's the same type of situation. So he walks out the back door in an alley. He's walking... They show what he walks
He's got
in
this
crap.
giant, stainless steel wok-looking thing. It's full of garlic, and he's crushing them with his shoe, his boot, that he's been walking around in this disgusting back alley in, and crushing the garlic to bring inside and then using the food. Isn't that fantastic?
It was a Chinese food buffet?
Yeah, and then they confront the owner, and of course he's, yelling. I wish I could imitate the guy yelling at the news reporter, but they dumped me doing that.
Yeah.
Although he didn't sound like, please get away from me with that camera, please, please.
Do we have audio of the guy yelling?
I don't know. We'll see here.
He was jumping up and down over here.
The photo was taken by Dan Barretto, who works at the AT&T store right next to the restaurant, and says he witnessed it in the back alley.
He was just jumping up and down on it at first, and then when I grabbed my camera, he was just doing 1 foot in, just stepping, mashing it up.
The garlic.
Yeah, the garlic.
At the restaurant today, an employee told us the man in the picture has been fired.
The guy is not working here.
The restaurant has been cited with 2 violations and a warning for a first offense.
But if it happens again, the health department could really put its foot down, imposing $1,000 fines per violation. Scott Rappaport, CBS 2 News.
The restaurant has reportedly said the crushed garlic in question was thrown away and was not served to customers. The health department says the restaurant was fined back in 2001 for unsanitary conditions.
Yeah, because I'm sure this was the first time he did.
Yeah, they threw it away.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah, I like when the guy was getting mad at the reporter, though. I started yelling at him to get away.
Why can't you just put the garlic on a thing and put like a cloth over it and hammer
A
it?
garlic press.
Yeah.
Because it was a whole big thing. It's too much to press, so you got to stomp it with your nasty boot that's been walking around in street sludge.
That's terrible.
It's disgusting.
It's official.
Oh, it is? What is?
We got a promo or a sweeper, whatever.
Oh, yeah?
From Tim. It's official.
No.
It's O&A's Wednesday Morning Zoo Bits of the Day.
Downloading digital audio files.
Wednesday Morning Zoo's Bits of the Day. Bits of the Day.
Hell no to H2O.
Oh, thank God. Some comic relief.
H2O. Hell no to H2O. Hell
What was that?
no to H2O.
I don't know.
Worse than cocaine. Hell no to
Yeah,
H2O.
Yeah, we all know it's worse than cocaine at this point.
But I don't know what the promo was. It's all just a bunch of noises.
Yeah.
That's what morning zoos do. I actually like it.
They just do a bunch of noises.
They just confuse you with a lot of sounds
to try to throw you off.
to make you think that you're actually listening
To something of substance.
I have to disagree with you on that one. That's what they do exactly.
All right.
Hey, you guys hear this Britney Spears YouTube video? I'm saying here because we're on the radio. I mean,
yes.
have you seen the YouTube video?
I haven't. I've heard.
A lot of people are playing it as the real thing, and you're saying it's fake, right, Jimmy?
Sounds fake. It was a guy who looks like the guy who hung out with Brain in Escape from New York, who brought the president's finger. That's what he looks like. Picture that guy if he was a little gayer looking and crying. Because you can see the guy's holding a camera above his head, and he's like filming himself, slash herself, talking to about Britney and being upset.
About Britney being, her comeback there on MTV and looking like crap and lip syncing and just making a joke of herself. And this guy / girl starts crying and saying that people should be nicer to Britney and yelling, but it's so fake.
Yeah, it is.
Does Steve think it's fake or real? Because whatever he says, it's the opposite.
He actually thinks the guy is fake. He thinks it's a robot.
They played it on TMZ last night on TV there as a real video. And here's the problem. We all love those video sites, but there's a lot of fake crap out there.
Yeah.
Someone's got to call the people out on these fake videos.
Fake.
Like the explosive diarrhea and the jacuzzi. That's one of the hottest videos ever on
That's
Break.com.
still undetermined.
It's not undetermined.
Undetermined.
We went frame by frame with that video. It's so obvious that's fake.
But
by the reaction.
No definitive proof.
All right, well.
Look at this thing.
All right, well, here's the audio.
What is it?
It's a comedian?
Chris Crocker.
What?
Who claims he isn't acting.
And how dare anyone out there make fun of Britney after all she's been through? She lost her aunt. She went through a divorce. She had 2 kids. Her husband turned out to be a user, a cheater, and now she's going through a custody battle. All you people care about is readers and making money off of her. She's a human!
That's so fake.
Why would you play this as real?
That's so fake.
Is there more of this?
Do you want to hear more?
I do.
What you don't realize is that Britney's making you all this money, and all you do is write a bunch of crap about her. She hasn't performed on stage in years. Her song is called Give Me More for a reason, because all you people want is more, 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 more. Leave her alone. You're lucky she even performed for you bastards. Leave Britney alone.
It is funny, though, that whole...
Please.
Yeah, I got a joke. Someone needs decaf.
He's a little... Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, whoa. Easy. Someone a little biased. I mean, not to knock Britney, you know. But.
Maybe another person that said no to H2O. A little too much caffeine.
Yeah, no to other things, too. Hell no to things shaped like tacos.
Yeah. Steve, real or fake? Real or fake?
Well, knowing the right answer, the real answer.
Wait, you really think this is real?
No, I was the one that showed him the MySpace page. I reached out to this kid a couple days ago.
Oh, you reached out. Hi, my name is Steve.
We might have something in common.
You reached around.
Right, I'm sorry. No response. I wanted to see if we could get him on the show, but no, he says he's a comedian, but he's got like 9 of these videos online.
He is a comedian. His name is Fez.
That's not Fezzy.
Yeah, it is Fez. You can tell.
He mentioned Perez Hilton, who Perez Hilton had a show. Do we know anything about? Was it good or awful?
Perez Hilton's on VH1. I took a peek last night.
Oh, yeah.
There's just so much gay stuff involved with the show. We get it.
Yeah.
You're gay and you're comfortable with it. All right, fine. What else do you got for me?
Right.
There was nothing. It was just over and over. gay this, gay that, blah, blah, blah.
Steve, did you even mention the show or that this was for radio when you reached out? Or were you just reaching out for, like, maybe a few drinks?
Maybe that's what I should have done.
Yeah.
You know?
Steve didn't call me again. I feel the same way. They're persecuting her. Yes.
No.
Leave me alone. Steve is calling. Steve, you big bear. Stop calling me.
Right. Personal agenda got in the way.
O&A, check out the video. Internet people on YouTube. It's a response to all those famous internet videos. All right, and Kid Chris had this guy on yesterday, so Kid Chris is doing a better job than you. He got the guy on.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about this guy yesterday, Chris Crocker.
Perez Hilton talked about professionalism and said if Britney was a professional, she would have pulled it off no matter what. Speaking of professionalism, when is it professional to publicly bash someone who's going through a hard time? Leave Britney alone! Please!
I can't give this person credit because he didn't leave his name, but hell no to AZT. Lee from Philly, Morning Zoo Jimmy rules.
Morning Zoo Jimmy.
And then he finishes up here.
Leave Britney Spears alone right now! I mean it.
No.
Anyone who has a problem with her, you deal with me. Because she's not well right now. Leave her alone.
All right, well, there you go.
I made an ass of myself.
Damn, you just been pwned. Ush.
I like to make werewolf movies.
Can I tell you that us, I can listen to 4 hours of that.
I just love
Ush. Ush. Damn, you just been pwned. Ush.
Us.
Us. Mean.
I don't know. It has some meaning.
I don't know.
Some meaning. I don't know what it is, but...
yeah. Let's go to Matt on Long Island. Matt, what's up?
Yeah, this guy says just like Grizzly Man.
Oh, remember Grizzly Man?
You remember that guy who hung out with the bears? He let the bears kill him?
Yeah, of course. And it was on tape, but they destroyed the tape or something, which made that documentary
absolutely.
No payoff.
It's the money shot.
All right, Matt, thank you. You're right, though. Good observation. All right, here's a quickie before break, before we get Stephen Lynch in here.
10-year-old Asha Ray Washington loves football, but after Friday, it could be a while before Asha Ray puts on a uniform again.
Because we was going to, like, climb up that hill right there, and then once you reach that fence, get back up and sprint back down.
Asha Ray says players were running into each other on the run down, so
I chose to walk down the hill.
But Asha Ray says that didn't sit well with head coach of the Midwest Marauders, Kurt McKinney.
He was like, you're too slow and you're no good for the team, so give me back my equipment, and matter of fact, take off my pants while you're at it.
So that's just what Asha Ray says he did. Asha Ray says he sat in his boxers on these bleachers, then went to a neighbor's house.
I said, what's wrong? And he said the coach had made him take his pants off.
The vice president of the league says the coach denies doing anything wrong.
Why are we doing international news? This cannot possibly be the United States of America.
Yeah, that's the United States of America.
Did I hear I chooses to walk down? Did I hear that?
Where was that? Late? I chooses?
I chooses.
I seen the cops knocking the truck window out, and I thought they was giving the man UPS. I thought the man was dead. That's the way it was.
Gotta give him UPS if he's.
Of course. If you think someone's
he's
dead,
not breathing,
you gotta start with that UPS right
give him,
away.
Give him some UPS.
I think we're focusing on the wrong part of the story.
Why?
Which is that the young man was forced to remove his trousers.
Oh, is that what the story was about?
Yeah, down to his underpants.
I swear it was very hard for me to understand.
Down to his underpants.
What was going on? That must have been the South, right? Was that down south?
I don't know.
he was a bad boy, and the coach told him.
All right.
Got to straighten you right out.
Sit in your little boxes.
Yeah, you got to sit over there in your little underpants and go learn a lesson over there in the bleachers. Come over and teach you.
Oh, that is the creepiest voice ever.
I think it was. What did he say?
Oh, where is it? Was it in the beginning of the clip?
It was when he talked about, it was in the beginning.
I don't want to play the whole thing again.
I'll hear him a little bit.
We got to save time for Hell No to H2O.
Well.
10-year-old Asheray Washington loves football. But after Friday, it could be a while before Asheray puts on a uniform again.
Because we was going to climb up that hill right there. And then once you reach that fence, get back up and sprint back down.
Asheray says players were running into each other on the run down, so
I chose to walk down the hill.
I chose us to walk down the hill.
What's wrong with chooses to...
I chose us to walk down the hill.
What's wrong with that?
Wait, he might be saying I chose just to walk down the hill. He might have been saying, look, because Southerners...
Yeah.
I got to say...
I chose just to walk down the hill.
No, I could be. It just...
I could swear that was I chose to walk down the hill.
What's wrong with chooses?
Chooses? Nothing.
I like the chooses from time to time.
I understood what he meant by it. Perhaps you should chooses English instead of football. That's what I would have chooses as far as schooling goes.
There's your line. There it is.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, we're going to take a break.
Oh,
you meant just... Did you mean literally?
Yeah, literally.
What is the Dudley and... You can't tease me like that, E-Rock. What do you got? Go back to that screen.
E-Rock.
E to the Rock?
E-Rock's
now he's
tease.
panicking. Oh, he's panicking.
It's tease rock.
I know, but I need a little radio tease here. Looks like you might have something. Oh, E-Rock,
What is that?
he's
The
panicking.
wrong page, Jared.
God, how many windows do
Just
you
open
need
it
up?
all.
Dudley and Bob in the morning? What is this going to be? What are you working on over there?
It's a morning show out of Austin, Texas that allows you to pay to be on their show.
How much?
Whoa.
I'll double check, but I think it's like $700-800.
And then you pay and you're able to go on their show and do what?
And they teach you how to be a professional radio broadcaster.
Oh,
whoa!
Why don't we do that?
Really?
Yeah.
And we got some examples?
Yeah.
Hey, that could be fun.
All right.
It is
nice.
a slow news day. All right, Stephen Lynch joins the program next. Louis C.K. in a little bit. Philly, keep listening to WISP for all the info. We're going to be down there tomorrow and Friday broadcasting live with lots and lots of things for you to participate in. Right?
Right.
All right. Opie, Anthony. You listening. Doing something interactive, whether it's on Pal Talk showing your boobies because it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Ooh.
Or using that old instant feedback that you can find on our website.
Indeed.
Or maybe going old school and just giving us a phone call. Very interactive show, the Opie and Anthony Show. We got Stephen Lynch in studio. But first, Jimmy was talking about what he's digging lately in music. Right?
It's like a song.
Oh, boy.
You got the strangest music taste.
Yeah.
The strangest. You're absolutely right.
We'll be in a van driving to a hotel or a gig or something, and he'll have his iPod on, and he'll just be tapping to some god-awful song.
And meanwhile, he digs, Ozzy and Sabbath and stuff, but then he'll just listen to this crap.
Like Betty Davis Eyes or something.
Who doesn't like that, though?
No, I don't mind, like retro stuff because it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And, you almost remember what you were doing at a certain time when you hear the song, and it's part of your youth or something. But you like some real crap new stuff.
Oh, some. I like it. I've been listening to that 20 on 20 station. I like a lot of the popular music.
Popular music, Norton.
I happen to like Beautiful Girls. I went to iTunes. And God, that's a good song.
Sean Kingston.
Yeah,
that's
a good
all
one.
right.
I got that from this show.
It's catchy.
Umbrella. I get three different versions of Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Ella.
Now you're silly.
Ella.
Now you're being silly.
Do you sing the Ella part?
No, I don't. I always turn that down because my girlfriend likes that part. It really annoys me. Yeah.
So you turn it down.
Yeah, it's main hook of the song, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and he turns that down.
No,
that's why he's
that's
so
like turning
weird.
out To Heaven in Stairway to Heaven.
right.
And she's bi.
I don't like that
I hate
part.
that
Don't
part.
like it.
No,
Ella,
I like the
Ella.
video.
Come on, give us one, Ella.
Ella, Ella, A.
See, he's heard it a few times.
Akon's new song I like a lot. To Put the Blame on Me. I just like that. I normally wouldn't go for that.
I don't know if I know that song.
I like old school rap. I don't really like new stuff, but I like that.
I'll be the reason for your pain, and you can put the blame on me. You can put the blame on me. You can put the blame on me.
Ella.
You can put the blame.
I've never heard of this song before.
It's like a very popular song.
And I know some of the pop music. I don't know this one.
Well,
I really don't.
What I liked about this one was that in it he's talking about like Verizon pulling out of some sponsorship because he had something with an underage girl. I think he just danced with her like inappropriately, but it was in a club where it was 21 and over, and like he was on
in
tour.
a club.
Yeah, in a club.
21 or older. Was he having sex?
No, but he was on tour with Gwen Stefani, and he got in like kind of like some kind of trouble for something that was she was supposed to be 21 to be in the club, and he just addressed all of it in the song. But I liked it, and it's a good song.
All right,
I think you would like it if you heard. And I think that you'd find your little leg tapping.
Probably not.
And you can put the blame on me. It's lovely.
Probably not. Here's like what I got. Like this, I don't mind. This, I can't get, like, laughed at for. You know?
What is it?
Soundgarden? That's good. Wolf Mother.
Yeah, Wolf Mother.
That's fine.
Like, that's good.
Wolf Mother rules.
But I could get laughed at from many other songs on my iPod.
Remember when they said they were going to be on our show?
Yeah.
Another.
Remember?
My roommate in college had owned 2 CDs. Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell, and the soundtrack to The Sound of Music.
Oh, wow.
And he was a big football player, and it was genius because I couldn't peg him for the whole year. I was like,
yeah,
what the hell?
Who are you?
Yes, I guess whatever you're listening to at the moment depends on what you have in your mouth.
Wow, that's 2 terrific CDs right there. What can you say about that?
It was 1989. There weren't a lot of CDs.
Lynch, you playing the Philly show? We don't know.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know,
you're to promote the big show.
You're such a big star. You come and go. I don't know. Most of the guys that have done every date, you did like 3, 4.
Well, you know, I like to take the summer off.
Very cool. No, you'll be at Camden Saturday. Yeah. The O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Show, the last one for a while. And that's why we're going to Philly tomorrow and Friday to pump up the show.
Yeah.
So.
Pump it up in Philly.
Huh?
I like Philly. I just don't like the idea that they have us doing something 24 hours straight.
Well, they accepted it, so you can put the blame on you.
Oh.
They get excited when we go to Philly. They want
I know.
Take advantage of the time we have down there.
Of exhausting us.
We have to meet clients. We have to go to the Phillies game. Phillies playing very well. Then we do our a couple live shows and the comedy show. Broadcast before the comedy show with Kid Chris backstage.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the...
I find Philly shows just to be exhausting.
Yeah.
The shows themselves, because they're such animals.
They're just a great audience.
I know, yeah. It's like a constant fight.
It's a great audience. Kanye West flipping out backstage at the VMAs. What do we know about this?
Apparently he was mad he didn't win.
You can't get mad if you don't win.
You're not supposed to show it.
Right. You're supposed to go, oh, all right. I guess it wasn't good enough.
But he, you know what? I understand he says something about like how black people can't get a chance, and he's right because black people are never culturally featured on MTV. I mean, there's no
who the what the?
They've taken over MTV.
Oh yeah.
You don't hear white boy music anymore.
Of course not.
So what is he talking about?
That's the beauty of it. I don't know.
That's the beauty of it.
How do you not love him?
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta blame Whitey. It's just the way it is.
Can I say one thing about the blame white people? I do understand that thinking. Because I had a thing where a snotty black employee recently, it probably had nothing to do with me being white. He's just a bad employee. But I'm like, he doesn't like me because I'm white. It's amazing how
really? You just instantly do that?
So if I was black, I'd probably be saying that all the time, too.
You said that in your head?
It's amazing.
Something else would have been said in my head.
But no, he wasn't. He was just being like a typical dumb employee who just didn't want to help.
Wow. Oh, boy, that was... Did I think we...
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, but we're okay because you can't say that Wednesday.
Right.
So we get a pass on Wednesday.
But he wasn't being awful. He was technically doing his job. It was just annoying me. But I went right to the racial thing. Like, he doesn't like me because I'm white. And I'm like, if I was black, I'd probably say it all the time.
Yeah.
So I definitely get it because, like, I'm white and I very rarely have racial problems. And yet that's still the first thing I thought.
Well, here's... Here's Kanye West just losing his mind, which is pretty good. Sam, stay close.
Black man a chance, man. MTV. Tell them what the I said. Y'all had these lights, man. 5 nominations. Lost the Black Eyed Peas last year, man. I'm never coming to MTV.
I guess that is kind of embarrassing to lose to the Black Eyed Peas. So
Yeah,
he's got a point. He's got a point.
He does, and at least he loses gracefully.
What a baby. What a baby.
Now, shut your face.
I blame the Whites for me not winning the Tony last year.
Yeah, see?
See, but you're not yelling and screaming backstage.
And by Whites, I mean gays.
Of course. We know exactly.
I know who votes.
Last year, man. I'm never coming to MTV. Y'all find Britney. Get Britney. Get a real artist. Get Britney Spears. I ain't with this pop, man.
What is he saying in there, Sam?
Well, he was pretty pissed off that
was he?
Britney Spears opened the VMAs. He said he wanted to open the VMAs with his song "Stronger," and he was pissed off because he had to perform it in a suite. Like at the VMAs, they had a bunch of the artists performing in suites at the Palms.
Yeah.
And only a few people actually on the main stage. And so he said that he wanted to perform on the main stage and he wanted to open. So he was saying that Britney Spears is not a real artist and she got to open it because of the...
He's delusional. Everyone wanted to see Britney Spears open the VMAs. There wasn't a buzz about Kanye West might open up the VMAs, but even I took a peek because I'm like, Britney Spears is going to be on trying to perform? I got to watch this.
He's right, but it was the right move for them to make was having her. Like,
Right.
He's a better artist than she is. She's
Absolutely.
awful.
She was, yeah.
That Stronger is
an
a good tune.
idiot.
What? Huh?
Listen to that tirade. He's just an idiot.
You don't like Stronger? That's a good song.
No.
I gotta be honest. I've heard it. I don't want to like it, but I liked it. Not this.
Hey, hold on. It's skipping. Can you fix that?
You like this?
Well, yeah. Sometimes the opening for rap songs is a bit questionable until they get into it. Like,
Oh, there it is.
Justin Timberlake opening, but the song itself, he is good. You can't. Kanye West is.
I need you right Let's get lost tonight. You could.
This sucks.
I like
does
it.
suck.
Oh, does it suck?
No, it's got a nice little tempo.
No, it doesn't.
Awesome, the Christian and Christian Dior. Damn, they don't make them like this anymore.
Yuck.
But I kind of the opening in rap songs again questionable. Akon's opening, even a song I love, he's talking, "Yo, I'm just it's like just stop."
Just get into the singing
exactly.
part. Here's more Kanye West flipping out
into that.
backstage at the VMAs.
Oh, good.
Man, that's 2 years in a row, man. Get on this, man. I love this, but man, goddamn, man. Give a chance, man. Give a black man a chance. I'm trying hard, man. I got the #1 record, man. I'm trying, man. I'll give a chance, man. Y'all want to, they don't want to in that position, man. They don't want it, man. I'm a comedian.
He's
a bit
upset
of-
because,
Is he using
because
the
2
N-word?
years in a row?
Yeah.
What about poor, like, Tony Basil? How many years since
She's
Mickey?
still sitting there going, damn.
She's still waiting for the
I did
follow-up.
Mickey.
What
It
about
was
someone
huge.
else, Kanye?
Yeah. Wow, he's kind of a sore loser, huh?
Was he saying give an N-word a chance? Was that the
Yeah.
N-word?
I mean, Rihanna Umbrella won for Video of the Year, and he thought Stronger should have been Video of the Year.
Umbrella's a great video. You kidding me? How sexy. She's dancing with an umbrella. That's a great video.
There you go, right
it is
there.
a good video, though. It's very,
Is it?
yeah, there's like water. It's, I know I'm not doing it justice. All I said was umbrella and water, and I'm like, get it?
Where do you see videos these days?
I don't remember. I YouTube. I
Oh,
go
okay.
to YouTube because I wanted to see the video, and the video sold me on the song. But it's a great video. Just a chick smoking hot with
It's
an
not
umbrella.
just a chick. It's a guy at first, and there's some kind of rainy stuff
Jay-Z,
around him
I
for
don't
the
like
whole
the rap in
beginning of
that
the
either.
goddamn song. I'm sitting there going, "Where's the broad and the umbrella?"
I don't like the rap in a lot of the good songs either. They do that. I don't need it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't need
yeah.
it.
For a chick to be like legit, if I may use the vernacular, legit.
Nice.
You got to have a black rapper guy in there too.
Well, I'm sure that it helps sell records too.
Does it?
Sure.
Will it?
Yeah.
Can it?
It is. But I'm answering everyone legit. Yes. No. I'm not sure. Probably. Positive.
Let's go to Brandon and St. Pete. What's
Old
up, Brandon?
St. Pete.
Hey,
Hey.
what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Jimmy, dude, I'm just like you where I like the metal stuff. Like Pantera is my favorite band. I can't get that Umbrella song stuck, out of my head. It's stuck there.
Yeah, dude, I got a weird taste. Like, I love, of course, I mean, I live for that metal. It's just my favorite. But I like a little bit of pop, too, and I get a weird reggae. Yeah. Who's better than Bob Marley? You can't not like Bob Marley. There's something wrong with you if you don't like Bob Marley.
Give me the top songs in America right now. I'll tell you what I like.
No, come on. Oh, you
don't like Bob Marley? Who doesn't like Bob Marley?
400 years, Peter Tosh before he took one in the head?
It's just...
What's wrong with Bob Marley?
I'm not a big, I'm not a huge reggae fan. I like hearing it when I'm on vacation in the Bahamas, drinking a drink.
The steel drum?
Yeah, but I won't sit down and listen to it, casually.
How about a little...
If I'm on a beach somewhere in the Caribbean, drinking a little dirty banana with the rum in there, and ooh, nice Cuban cigar, then if it's in the background, it's fine. I'm not going to seek it out and put it on my iPod.
So basically,
that's reserved for ABBA.
If you're on a boat with Michael Madsen...
Be careful as far as those dirty bananas go, though.
Why? What's the problem? I might catch something. No, I mean, it's a drink, Opie. It's not a nightly indulgence.
All right, I'll tell you what I like on the top songs in America. I like that dumb Rockstar song by Nickelback. Nickelback going country.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cigars and Scotch says it right here. Reggae sounds like one long, bad song.
No, he's wrong.
No, he's pretty much
Some
right.
Reggae I don't like, but War by Bob Marley is one of the best songs.
Enough.
I hate the Hey There Delilah song that's being played on every radio station in America by the, Plain White Tees?
Yeah.
Give me a little of that Plain White Tees. Hey There Delilah. You know this song. I hate
that one?
this song.
Never heard it.
No, maybe
You've heard it. You've heard it. It's everywhere.
It's a little sappy.
I think we played here in New York, too.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000
Yeah, I know
miles
this
away,
one.
but girl, tonight you look so pretty.
It's all right.
Times Square can shine as bright as you. I swear it's true.
When does it really kick in?
Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance.
Oh, I know about that. Blah, 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 blah. But that's not kicking in.
Can you say Simon and Garfunkel?
Yeah, a little bit,
Without
right?
the Garfunkel?
Without the Garfunkel part to wreck it. All right.
I like this. It's not great, but it's it's listenable.
I get it. It'll be on your iPod tomorrow.
It won't be,
Yes,
Delilah.
It certainly will be.
iTunes.
I'll help you out. It's the Plain White Tees, okay?
When he wrote the line about New York City, what I want to know is how he came up with the next line about pretty. It's Dylan-esque.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Genius.
I'll agree. That's pretty awful.
It's a huge song, though. What else do you like on the or don't like?
I like Beautiful Girls. I like Stronger.
Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie.
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one. Beautiful Girls, I know.
Well, Eric, could you just pull up you have all these pictures. Oh, you want to play pieces.
How about, forget it. This isn't going anywhere.
All right.
Most of these we didn't really know.
Exactly. There's a reason.
Let's say hi to Charlie in Brooklyn. Charlie!
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, Charlie?
Hey, Opie, you know you're a redneck when you don't like Bob Marley. What's wrong with Marley, man?
Yeah, what's wrong with Marley?
I just don't. I'm not a big fan of reggae. I tolerate it when I'm on vacation, but I won't seek it out to listen to it any other time.
I'd say he has probably the most varied audience of any artist I've ever heard. As far as across the board, old, young, there's really no situation.
You know what?
You can't
I think
play him in.
most people like reggae. They say they like it just so they could kind of be cool.
No, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie, I'm with you. I like a little reggae. Hey, Brian from Florida.
Raga.
This douchey song.
Barbershop raga. That's what I like. Barbershop raga. Too much perspective.
Too much effing perspective.
Brian writes, this douchey song reminds me of the boxer from Simon and Garfunkel. That's the song.
Yeah,
there you
without
go.
the greatest part about Simon and Garfunkel, which are the beautiful harmonies.
The harmonies.
Yeah. Anthony Nakumia from Jersey. Opie, you can't go wrong with Muse. You like the Muse there?
I like the Muse.
Muse.
It's sort of a Radiohead ripoff, but I like it.
A little bit. All right, what are we going to do here? Stephen Lynch is going to play a song for us, maybe after the break? Or
I think, yeah, if I can figure out what to play.
Okay, well, you got a few minutes. It's also
regular radio.
It's impossible.
Could you do any more?
We also have Morning Zoo Bits we're playing today.
Right.
Bitses.
Yeah, well, Tim didn't put that part in the promo. Or the sweeper, unfortunately.
It's O&A's Wednesday Morning Zoo Bits of the Day.
Wednesday Morning Zoo's Bits of the Day. Bits of the Day. I'll be in
It's nice to get Voss to introduce it.
And so far, we gave the people. We forgot the first one. What was it? The Kid Rock'em Sock'em.
Kid Rock'em Sock'em.
And then, of course, this fave.
Hell no to H2O. Hell no to H2O.
Why did they come up with this song about not liking water?
What does it mean?
Yeah.
Jimmy will explain in a second. He gets this stuff.
No to H2O. Man, it's got no taste. Hell no to H2O. Gotta go when you serve that H2O.
Is it a parody of something?
I don't know. This guy doesn't like water. What's next, pal? No more air?
That'll be the follow-up.
Yeah, hey. Get out of here with all that air. This guy's got to cut it out.
Well, we got one more for today, and then we'll rest the Morning Zoo Bits of the Day for this fine Wednesday. It's Rockstar.
Rockstar.
Yeah. A rap bit about drinking Rockstar energy drink from the Dave and Jimmy Show on the Cat in Lexington, Kentucky.
Pull over, folks.
I asked whoever got this, Sam, is this a live read? Is this a commercial? Because it's for the energy drink Rockstar, and they're telling me no. This is supposed to be a funny bit for their show.
All right.
Rockstar, here you go, from the Dave and Jimmy Show on 104.5 The Cat in Lexington, Kentucky.
Out the other day with the girls, and this guy's talking to me. He was kind of hot, and he bought me this drink, and I really didn't know what it was. So I tried it. It looked like beer, it kind of smelled like beer, but it wasn't really beer. It kind of made me feel good, and then I wanted to dance, and then I talked a lot, and then we talked a lot, and then we kind of kissed, and then I danced some more, and then we kissed and we talked, and then my lips hurt, my jaw hurt, my hips hurt, and I talked and I danced and I danced and I talked. Then we made out, and then I touched Wiener, and I didn't know what to do, and then I just felt like a rock star.
Dum. This is awful.
Oh my!
I'm hooked.
God.
I like it.
Yeah, it's gonna be on my iPod.
Anyway, Jimmy gets it though. Jimmy gets this bit.
Yeah, you have to balance this out. Hey, drink a little warm milk. You know. You're not kidding, Toots.
That's what 2007 needed. Another Valley Girl song. Yeesh.
Someone is saying, it's on YouTube, that there's a parody to Hey There Delilah called Hey There Vagina.
Wait a minute, didn't you do that 20 years ago?
I think so, yeah. That was Brother Joe doing the Tom Jones version. Yes.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
When we used to get away with whatever.
We used to be able to get away with that on the radio.
Everything.
Now we got to make up stupid themes just to get through a day of radio.
Wait, you can't say dry.
Nope.
Ooh.
You could talk about it. You just can't describe it.
Right.
You can't describe anything about it.
Okay. I got
No, we're well informed here, Stephen.
Can you say that I got one a while ago that I was hoping a Chinese worker would stomp garlic into?
Sure.
Yeah, this is coming in. Rich from Manhattan. Quick, turn off the bit. Tom's going to ask for money for plugging Rockstar. Good point, sir. Good point.
You sure do know him well.
I think we're going to get a song from Stephen Lynch next.
Maybe. You'll figure out what the hell to play.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can play anything on the regular radio anymore.
Why are you scared?
Scared.
I'm scared.
Are you scared?
I'm scared. Worst case scenario, it doesn't go through.
All right.
You're just all cut up, just the way you intended.
Yeah. Vagina. I want it dry.
But you brought the guitar. What are you going to do with it?
I did. I brought it because I was, you asked me to bring it, so we'll see what I can do with it.
It's like when Otto comes with the puppet. He's got to bring it.
Yeah.
The puppet just stares at the clock waiting for 9.
All right. We'll figure it out next. It's Opie and Anthony. Yeah, we're back with the Opie and Anthony show. Monster Rain from Rochester. Hell no to H2O. H2O. Wasn't that what the people of New Orleans were saying? Well, that song is stuck in a lot of people's heads today. Stephen Lynch in studio. He's playing the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Show this Saturday in Camden, New Jersey, across the river from Philly. And, of course, Louis C.K. will also be there, and he's in the studio as well.
Hello, fellas.
It's his birthday, and he walked in just bitching and complaining. I don't know. You were supposed to be here a while ago, I think.
I know.
What happened?
Bad morning. Well, I would walked my daughter to school with my wife and on the way here. And, of course, my daughter won't carry her backpack. She won't carry her own backpack because it's impossible. It took forever just to get her to a corner where I could get a cab here.
Yeah.
And she keeps crouching her whole body to the sidewalk and just saying, it's cold and I can't carry this and I want someone to carry me. She just won't walk to school.
Right.
It's torture.
Isn't she 15?
Yeah. 15 in kindergarten. And so I'm like, you got it. This is it. This is life. You got to go to school. Just go. I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
And she makes me carry her backpack, and which I carry. There's no point to it being a backpack because I carry it. It might as well be a grown-up backpack.
A briefcase.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of a pink
attaché case.
Hello Kitty backpack.
Aww.
And so then I get to finally a corner where I'm soaked in sweat, and I get to a corner, and it's my birthday. Nobody cares.
Happy birthday there.
Whatever.
Absolutely.
Whatever. The whole my birthday thing stopped at very early in the morning. Few gifts, forget. So then I get in a cab, and I get here. As soon as I get here, I realize I have her backpack, of course.
Oh, boy. Well, now, how is she going to get any kindergarten work done without all of the tools that you need to take with you?
There's nothing in
What is in there that she needs?
There's a folder in which they put notes for us. That's all.
For you.
It's her backpack is a mail bag for us.
Yes.
That's all it is. And there's a water bottle, a little pink water bottle, which is there because they don't give them water in the public school. You got to send them with water, or else they die.
They just dehydrate.
Yeah. So my wife, I called her because I had my phone off this morning. So I called her to say I have her. She goes, I know you have her backpack. She's crying. Come back and bring it. And I'm like, I'm at work right now. And she says, so come back here and bring her backpack.
So?
Yeah.
That's not a thing you can say so to.
So once somebody here is being very nice from your show and going to bring it down to the school. And I called her to tell her that. She's like, yeah, fine. So it's not my birthday anymore. It's not being my birthday. That's it. I evaporated my entire birthday goodwill.
But your wife is now mad because you're not bringing the backpack to your daughter.
Even though you're making arrangements to have it dropped off.
Even though I'm making arrangements to have it dropped off, and I'm here doing what I do professionally.
By the way, make sure we know who's bringing it, because there are a couple of people on our staff that aren't allowed within 100 yards of a school.
Yeah, I know. I thought
depending on their criminal past or what they're carrying on them.
Who's bringing it?
Who? Cool. Not Pat Duffy. He's the one, that probably can't go near a school.
Yeah, the fellow who brushed his teeth with dog poop.
And got thrown up in the face.
The fellow actually has a further education already. Wait, that idiot.
You should just stop in there, maybe learn something.
Happy birthday, Lou.
Oh, thanks,
Hope you're dead before the next one.
You and me both, my friend.
That must have been a nice birthday for a couple of years, September 12th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no.
Hey, happy birthday. Oh, did you?
No.
Oh, the tragedy.
September 10th, we had my birthday party early because I was flying to L.A. on the big one.
Yeah.
And I flew the night before to L.A., but we had a big birthday party for me in our backyard, and my wife got me a piñata, which we...
Oh, look at that, traditional.
The head of that piñata still hangs in our backyard.
Really?
It's just this symbol of the last normal moment
Oh, yeah,
of our
yeah.
lives. It's just this withering.
Or you're just a lazy Mexican
who doesn't clean up his pinata.
his own yard.
I bet you got some this morning, though, right? A little birthday.
Somewhat.
You know how it is on the old birthday.
You're going to need to go beyond innuendo for me to understand, because I didn't get nothing on my birthday.
No.
I got a pen.
A nice pen?
It was a nice pen.
It's a cross pen.
Yeah, there are nicer pens.
A cross.
A pen on your birthday is good if it's sticking out of a vagina. When you get it.
Hey, you can't say that.
But it's
but it's
So you can't say that Wednesday.
Wait, the pinata, what was it? Like
It
SpongeBob?
No, it was...
What?
It was a burro, you know.
A burro, an authentic
So it was a real pinata.
Spanish pinata.
So we just make fun of your whole tradition when we
go ahead, man.
Get the
It's
SpongeBob
stupid.
one for the
We
7-year-old.
Americanize the pinata.
But if Mexicans grew up with SpongeBobs, they would use them. They don't. It's not like burros have some
No one
integrity.
says burros. It's burrow.
It's a burrow.
It's a
It's
burro.
the borough of Queens.
We don't say burro.
It's the borough of Brooklyn.
But burro is probably correct.
Burro.
And what is that, a bull?
No, it's the
No,
donkey.
it's a
It's a jackass.
It's an ass. It's a, you know.
It's a jackass, you
it's
burro.
an animal that's half,
I don't know.
half horse, half donkey.
Yeah.
It's a burro.
Are they the ones that are sterile when they're born?
Yeah, they can't. They can't reproduce.
They can't reproduce.
They're
You can
dead
only
end. They're
yeah.
genetic dead end.
You can only make one by breeding like a
It's a horse and a donkey.
horse and a donkey.
Makes a burro.
Makes a
It's a horse and a
burro.
donkey?
A burro. Yeah,
Oh,
and then they
nice.
can't mate with each other.
It's
yeah.
the only animal that has that. It's a mutant.
It's mutant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. A horse and a donkey. Well, you know, I'm sure one is very happy and one is like, come on, all right, just hurry up.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know. I think it. Well, I guess
Male
it go
horse.
either way.
It has to be a male horse.
Why?
There's no way a female horse is tolerating some pesky donkey on a ladder.
What do you know about female horses in there?
Believe me, very
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's good
He's just
sheep and a
saying,
horse.
yeah, the height thing
Yeah.
would be a problem.
Yeah.
That's what
Guess
he's
so.
getting at.
You think a donkey isn't as apt to be able to accept certain things than perhaps some videos you've watched?
It is. It is. A donkey is able to physically do that, but I'm saying the height difference in
Makes
the
it a
donkey and the
problem.
horse. Yeah, like the horse has to be very patient and allow the donkey put its stupid hooves up and hoist
Yeah.
itself, and no horse is waiting through that.
No horse.
Yeah, because usually horse sex is a much more beautiful act.
Yeah, it really is. It's just this mess.
I know. I don't want to.
It looks like
It's not clumsy at all.
no. It looks like a fireman let go of the hose.
Yes.
That's always what it
does.
looks like.
It looks like somebody
jeez.
lost grip of.
Yeah, quick, turn that off. It's going all over.
Can we get Pat Duffy on the phone? I want to see how the backpack thing's going.
Well, he hasn't left yet because I got it. My wife. Oh, here she is. I got. Hold on a second.
All right, boy.
Hey. So.
Bring it to Raquel in the office, and she's going to bring it to the classroom.
Okay, so he brings it to Raquel in the office. And what does he tell the guard? What does he tell the guard when he gets there?
He tells the guard that he needs to give his backpack to Raquel.
Okay.
He can explain.
Look at him.
Her dad forgot to give her her backpack, and
Right.
tells us to bring it to the office, and she'll bring it.
Okay.
I'm sure, you know, he just has to, he'll probably just sign and pass or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
We'll find him. Pat, come here.
Okay.
Look at it.
All right. I'm really sorry about that.
You know how she is.
Yeah, I know. She must have gone nuts.
Freaking out, and she wouldn't let me leave the classroom, and she'd say, "No, I want it before you leave."
Yeah.
She was worried about not having water, and you know, I had to buy her a bottle of water. And,
Of course.
you know, it's just. She's just
I know. I know. Thank you. I'm really sorry, and I'll call you after radio.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Oh, wow. Oh, dude, that's
I gotta say,
hysterical.
I think Lou was apologizing. She didn't seem like she was like, all right, have fun.
No, she's okay now.
Yeah,
she's
she
all
seemed
right.
all right.
I think a lot of it is me. I think I fill in a lot of blanks with guilt.
Because I'm
So
listening to
she was just quiet. She didn't say it's okay last time I talked to her. So I'm like,
Yeah.
she's mad.
But she did have to explain to you the misery of the whole thing and how she had to get out of the water
Yes,
and
I had to
how
hear
she was crying and everything. Yeah.
That's just a. That's
That was good.
Yeah, she didn't say me that.
I liked that.
And no happy birthday.
No,
there was not a.
No, I love
Oh,
you.
by the way, happy birthday.
No, I love you.
Yeah, no,
Happy
nothing.
birthday.
Hey,
Have fun.
you were looking at Pat
Oh,
Duffy though and laughing.
I'm laughing that
He
this
has
is
to
the
go to
guy,
public
dude.
school.
He's got his forearm tat.
Yeah.
He's wearing his Honest Abe Lincoln beard.
Yeah.
His Amish beard.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a Frank the Tank shirt on with a picture of a tank on it.
Yeah, so you're going to an elementary school to deliver a pink Hello Kitty backpack to a kindergartner right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to see a woman named Rachel. He's taking it to Rachel.
Raquel.
Okay.
Raquel, you don't.
Yeah. You aren't listening. Oh, my God, you aren't listening.
Your wife is right. I
didn't hear a
suddenly
word.
see her point
I
of
didn't hear
view.
a
Lou
word
is
of
an idiot.
I didn't hear a word of it.
He'd be looking for this Rachel. I need to find Rachel. They're like locking down the school, hiding the Rachels that go there.
He's going around every corner. Rachel.
Rachel, I've got your back.
A lot of people pointing out that you're a beaten man on S&P back low.
Oh,
Oh,
totally.
that conversation was just like, yeah, I know.
What were you hearing in your brain during that conversation?
You know what? I
White
felt bad 'cause
noise
she was
or
actually,
Not Raquel.
Charlie Brown's teacher?
she was being pretty nice.
Yeah.
Considering that it's my birthday and I didn't do anything wrong, really.
Yeah.
And I just made a mistake and I'm rectifying it.
Yeah, you're fixing
Considering all that, she was being pretty
Pretty nice.
Well, you just said you were sorry twice. I'm like, why are you sorry, Lou? It's like it was. She,
I know.
Like, I could hear her talking. It wasn't like she was bitching at you. She was like, yeah, she was, how she freaks out. Like
They
she
were
kinda
preemptive I'm sorries.
Yeah, well, they were from before, from the way she
okay.
sounded last time I
So
talked.
they were owed.
I would never apologize like that. I would just be angry back.
Yeah, well, you
That's how
can't,
Jimmy
you can't
works.
get through, you know.
Oh, you're probably right.
That's how Jimmy
without
rolls.
that. Yeah, that's how you act with a girlfriend. Who,
You're right.
where there's no stakes except PUSS. Then I'll leave the last one off for savings.
Well, pus is enough.
Pus is enough for a reason.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, no, you gotta.
All right.
It's like the UN. I'm trying to get a diplomatic.
Oh my God! He's gonna
solution
wear it.
to
Look,
this
he's
war.
wearing it.
He's wearing it.
Oh, my God.
Oh God, that's kind of gross.
It's been fouled
That's like
now.
a guy wearing your daughter's panties.
Oh yeah, he fouled it. Let me see the back of that. What is it?
Hello Kitty.
Oh, it is a little Hello Kitty one.
All right,
That's adorable.
Get it off the Pal Talk. That's enough exploitation by the most disgusting show on the face of the earth of my beautiful little daughter
I know.
and her
Their
bad
little,
day.
their little Hello Kitty backpack.
Yeah.
Can we go through the backpack, see what's in there?
No, I told you that's I told you what's
Water?
in there.
Yeah.
There's the water bottle here. Turn around. You see the pink water bottle?
Ah,
Yeah,
it's adorable.
Yeah.
it's all sparkly. That's nice. It's got little sparkles on it.
I picked it out with her. It's way too big for her.
Is it? Yeah, it looks pretty big.
I did it.
Fits on
It was a
stupid
real
Pat Duffy.
father's job of picking something out for his daughter.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, "Oh, it's awful big," and then the teacher said, "That's really big."
Oh, you screwed up.
Yeah, completely.
What did you think?
I mean, look, it fits him.
It fits Pat
He
Duffy.
could actually use that. It's
Yeah.
practical for him.
That'd be good though if your daughter starts selling encyclopedias. She can carry them all in that thing. Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
She's 2.
Encyclopedias.
She's 5, but anyway.
All right.
And if she takes a time machine back to the 50s, sells encyclopedias.
That's actually,
Yeah.
people still do that door to door.
Do they?
No.
Of course not.
They don't.
No, nobody does.
All right, Pat. How far of a don't tell exactly where it is or anything,
If I
but
give you money,
like
I'm gonna give you
in a
money.
rate,
All right,
miles.
About 4 miles.
By the time you get there, school's going to be over.
I know.
It's kindergarten.
Well,
Don't
no,
they go
it's
for
till
45 minutes?
Till 3. It's a whole day.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a major.
That's rough.
Totally, it's a massive difference.
That's
in her
more
life.
time for you.
I
and
went
your
for
wife.
like 10
She's
minutes.
She's been home every day. I mean, we went to preschool, but it was like you drop her off, and then you turn around, you go home, you take a dump, and go back and get her.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Oh,
But
she just started kindergarten?
she started kindergarten this last Tuesday.
How'd
after
she
Labor
do
Day.
first day with it being
Well, the
so
first
long?
day was just till 11.
Oh,
and
they
then
kinda
the second day was just
ease 'em
11,
into it.
and then till 3:30.
At 11, was she like, hey, what's the deal?
Well, she was happy. She liked it. They did a few fun
Yeah.
things. And then she grew up all at once in one phone call to me because I called her and
Oh,
said,
Jesus.
how was your first long day? And she always just says, fun. Nothing.
Yeah.
She says, I don't like lunch and I don't like recess.
Wow.
And I go, why? Well, at lunch, the teacher's not there. I'm just at a table. And which, imagine that. And then she goes, and at recess, all the kids I know run away and play, and I don't know where they go. And then I just walk around and watch other kids play, and then I get sad.
That is the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, my heart broken, too. I wanted to kill myself.
Why?
Should have.
Now she likes it. She had a few days, and she found it.
Is she
I said
meeting
to her,
people?
go up to a kid. I was having trouble with it.
Punch him?
Because she's having memories that I remember now.
Oh.
Like up till now when she was, when they're 3, you're like, so what? She won't remember this, I'll punch her in the face. It doesn't matter. They're going to wipe the hard drive in a minute. It doesn't matter.
It starts recording at 5.
Yeah, at 5 you press record.
You make a really good point.
It's really
I don't remember
weird.
anything before kindergarten.
No, nothing mattered. But now she's going to have real memories. But so I said to her, try going up to one of the kids before recess. 'Cause recess is crazy. Nobody's going to listen to you.
Right.
Go up to a kid earlier in the day and say, can you tell me where you're going to play later so I can be there? And I realized I'm doing what my dad used to give me way too grown up. This is like office politics advice I'm giving her.
Yeah.
She's in kindergarten. She's going to go, excuse me, Tiana. Could you let me know where you guys are planning to play so that I can interface with you? Because when I got beat up in school, and my dad made me memorize a speech that I was supposed to give to the kids that used to pick on me.
Wow.
What was the speech?
It was a whole thing of you must respect me as your equal. I am not.
That
here
must have
for
worked
you
really well.
I have a right to my own integrity as a person, and he made me memorize it and say it back to him a bunch of times.
Who's your father? The president? That's like a presidential thing.
Yeah.
No, my dad's out of his mind.
Did
Mexican.
it work at all?
I didn't do it.
Oh,
I memorized
okay.
it. Then it just became I have to make my dad happy that I'm going to say this.
I thought perhaps,
but I'll never say it.
I am owed my own space, my own dignity, just as you.
Oh, God, stop punching! Oh. Exactly.
That's terrible.
We got to end this side of the show.
I wanted to get into that a little more. That's horrible.
Well, for next time.
Oh, but she's making friends now. Like
she is. She's making friends. She found a friend and they play some hula hoop game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, today is.
I think she's now shunning other kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she
as long as she does it on her own accord, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if she's looking to play and the kids run away and she's alone somewhere, that is heartbreaking.
That is really sad for a 5-year-old.
Oh,
unfortunately for her, today is show off your backpack and water bottle day.
I think so.
Someone's like, someone's saying Pat Dovey doesn't give a ass. He's probably getting a Hello Kitty tattoo as we speak.
Probably.
Right. Plugs, Lynch, you got anything besides the big show Saturday in Camden?
MySpace has all my tour dates. I'm leaving tomorrow to start in Boston and finish up this weekend in Camden with you guys. And then I'm
hitting the road.
Virginia and D.C. And, just go to MySpace. Stephen Lynch.
Stephen Lynch on MySpace. Lou?
I'm in Orlando at the Hard Rock this Friday. And my tour is all over the country on MySpace also.
And both these guys will be at our show on Saturday in Camden. I think it's still available. Jimmy?
Plug superdeluxe.com because me and Florentine did those things on it, like newscasters, and, check it out. I hope you like it.
All right. Tomorrow we'll be live from Philly. For everybody in the Philly area, just keep listening to YSP for all the details. Make it easy for everybody, right?
Right.
All right. If you're not joining us over at XM, have a great day.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi, the Opie and Anthony Show is returning.
Hello.
Sans Opie and Anthony.
I'm Opie.
No, I want to be Opie.
All right, you're Opie.
All right, you have red hair. You be Opie.
Yeah, I'm Opie.
I blew it. I already said they're not here. Fuck. But none of our listeners know what sans means.
No.
Oh, Anthony's here. Good.
Oh, there he is.
I'm so happy.
Oh, there they are. They're back.
Louis was settling into Anthony's chair, and Anthony marched right back in.
Play at least one sound
They told
effect.
us we had to host the show.
Yeah.
Hope's going to the toilet to relax for a few minutes, and
We were doing a little production.
Louis just straightened his back and got ready to enjoy that scene.
I know.
We already did the real show. This is the Who Gives a Shit.
This is the phoned it in part. Everyone knows.
The already been paid show.
Yeah.
I will say I love Free FM, but I always have more fun here. I can say what I want to say.
But take advantage. We don't have bosses for at least another.
And no bosses or anything.
This is where it would take a while for them to prove that this show sucks.
Yeah.
Like on real radio, it's the advertisers call the next 5 minutes and say, we didn't like that.
Didn't like it. There's a problem. We get called in for a meeting or something like that.
But they'd have to be like 3 months later, Jesus, nobody's subscribing anymore.
Yeah, what happened? we noticed like 6 months ago there might have been a problem. Yeah, everything's very retroactive on this side.
Yeah. I think for Louis' birthday, can we please get someone to suck his dick?
Wow.
Please.
Jimmy, if you're up for it.
Mine isn't
Suck
married,
his
man.
dick.
He wouldn't. I'm not saying Lou would stray. He probably wouldn't. But it was just the idea that somebody would offer to suck it would make him happy.
If there was somebody that would suck my dick, that would be a nice birthday present.
Just the idea of it.
It's just the conceptual birthday present.
Yeah.
Not to get my dick sucked, but that there's somebody who would.
Who honestly would.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
a girl who would say, "Look, I'll suck it for you right now," and you'd go, "Like I can't."
I can't, but that was nice.
And then you'd just go and scrap thinking of her offer.
Exactly.
Which is very nice.
And then I'd get really weird in my head about it, and then I really want her to suck it, but I am married, and then I'd follow her home and hit her in the head in an alley or something.
You'd have to.
Fuck her dead mouth, and that would be my only way of dealing with it.
Kind of like what's his name? Amon Gert and his Jewish house girl. Like he liked her and he's walking around her, but he's getting angrier and angrier because he likes her, and that's kind of what that is.
That's what happens when you try to remain honest or do something that's moral, it ends up in you killing somebody and fucking their dead mouth.
Always.
I mean, that's been my experience.
Even in business situations.
Yes.
Ask Oscar Schindler.
Yeah, exactly. He probably raped a lot of those Jewish girls. Don't you think?
Jesus. On this Rosh Hashanah, you're going to make jokes like that?
I'm not joking.
My goodness, I'm not joking. I'm completely serious.
Pretty sure he did.
I'm essential to the war effort. One-armed guy shoveling snow. God, I love his soul.
In that movie, there's a scene where he has to pick a secretary. So he's got these girls all interviewing, and they're all so cute, and it's a funny scene of him going like, which girl will I pick and flirt with all the time? But there's this underlying joke of like, and the rest will die in a gas chamber. Like, hope you have nice tits so that they won't be sewn to your sister's face, and then you get burned.
What movie was that?
Schindler's List.
Oh yeah, Schindler's List. Okay.
Picking a secretary, and then he wound up going with what's that cunt face's name who blew us off? Ben something.
Ben
Kingsley.
Ben
Kingsley.
Oh, Ben Kingsley.
Wonderful actor, though. Fair is
Great,
fair.
thanks.
No.
Thanks for nothing.
As a person, he's a cunt-faced bag of shit, but as an actor, he is...
Yeah, but every part he plays, it's just like, if Gandhi did this, or if, if Gandhi worked for Oscar Schindler, or if Gandhi was a mobster from England.
Gandhi's a businessman.
It's like if Gandhi was an actor. Because
he's more Gandhi than he is who he is. Yeah, that's just it. It's his persona now.
Yeah. Gandhi played chess.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. Don't remember that one.
That was a good one. Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Why would I watch that?
It's a great movie.
You play chess. I
So
don't.
what? But Larry Fishburne, Joe Montana.
I don't care who's in it. It's a chess movie.
But it's not. It's about
How
human
exciting could
spirit.
that be?
It's very.
There's a scene where Ben Kingsley's telling the kid to try to find a move on a chessboard.
Yeah.
And then the kid can't find it, so he swipes away all the pieces.
Wow. All right, I might have to see that
now. Now find it.
Now see it. And that's how those
And the
guys
kid
see the chess.
is able to see it then when no pieces were there.
Yeah. Those guys.
Isn't that exciting?
Gives a shit.
But no.
Yeah, Larry Fishburne is the streetwise.
Yeah, he's the one. You got to
Washington
come and get
Park.
my king. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to teach him like in street
way of
lingo.
chess. Yeah, right.
What chess is like? Shut the fuck up.
He's watching it and he goes,
Oh, I hate
bring
that.
out the queen, kid.
Listen,
Bring out the
Yo, man, I'm the king. This is my turf.
You got to come and get my king.
Oh, shut up. It's chess.
Listen, those guys in Washington Square Park, those homeless guys, a lot of them are playing for food and booze. They are like master level players. They're bums.
Really?
Yeah, they're very
Grandmasters, when they come to the city, will a lot of times go to the park
and play those guys.
And play those guys because they're animals. Like you're playing 2
and
minutes
piss
game.
themselves.
Well, they're very.
They will shit their pants. That's the difference. Bobby Fischer flew first class. Hey, the Jews flew first class.
Yeah.
And they shit their pants.
If one of them is missing a pawn, they could just reach in and pull a nugget of shit out of their underwear and plop it down.
They do that in Harvard Square, too, in Boston.
Yeah, I
Same
remember
thing.
that.
These guys look homeless, but they can kick your
a
ass
lot
in
of
the
them are
chest.
drunks and fucking they play and they taunt you. Like they talk a lot of shit, but you'll move a piece.
There's chest smack that they're talking.
Oh, boom, boom, boom.
No,
They're
it turns
fucking
into
geniuses.
fights sometimes. Sometimes
Really?
the guy gets up from the table and starts yelling. And
Chest fight.
Dude, they're geniuses. These guys are geniuses. They're just drunks and they're crazy, but they're brilliant.
I went to the chess shop in the village once.
No, you didn't. Chess shop?
Yeah, it's a place where like
Yeah, I've
people
been there.
from
Many times.
Eastern Europe go and they play chess and drink bad coffee.
And suck each other's dicks.
Boy,
Gay dicks. That's why I used to go in there and try, but they don't even play you if you. They could just see on my face that I sucked, and they wouldn't.
They wouldn't even acknowledge you as a chess player?
They wouldn't. No, but then finally,
What's the
this
chess look where they know?
Yeah,
that
how do they
you're-
know
you
just
could be
by
good?
looking?
There's this wizened, old, bitter. They're really bitter, negative people.
Yeah.
But this dude from Czechoslovakia agreed to play with me because he was bored, and we're playing a game, and we're playing speed chess with a clock.
Yep.
So it's like move, slam, move, slam, move, slam, and we're going back and forth, and all of a sudden he goes, and then he doesn't, and I do make a move, and then he doesn't move. And he's taking a long time. And I think I did something.
Wow, you're like,
Yeah.
damn.
And where I was sitting there, it's taking a really long time. And I'm like, I got this dude stumped. He doesn't know what to do. And more time goes by. And then finally he goes, move! It's your move, goddammit. And I just fucked up. It was my move. And I'm sitting there thinking that, like,
This is your move, goddammit.
he hated
Like,
me.
you
And
thought
then I
you-
moved and he finished me off in 3 moves.
You were probably flustered
You
by
thought you
that
unlocked the key to this whole formula and just really
Exactly.
stumped this guy.
That could be the most exciting chess story I ever heard. And I'm
Yeah.
being absolutely serious.
Hey, why don't we take your
Like
chess?
I was interested in that.
We'll take your chess stories.
Oh, yeah.
Who's got a
Chess
great
Story
chess
Wednesday.
If you read about Fischer Spassky in 1972, because the Russians owned chess. Owned it, world championship. Fucking Bobby Fischer, how he fucking, I think, forfeited the first game in the,
Yeah.
the championship match against the world champion.
And that gave us Moscow, and we were able to then own the Soviet Union after that.
Yeah, they owned.
Oh, that's right. It didn't make a shit bit of difference. It wasn't
They
important
own,
during the
they
Cold
own chess,
War.
but they don't
Who
own.
cared?
They own chess, but they don't own blue jeans.
But
I'd rather own. The
Was
blue
that the
jeans.
day before or after we were going to the moon again? I'm trying to remember.
That was-
when people were like playing chess. Did we go to the moon before or just after that for the third or
The
fourth
Russians are going
time?
to the moon, right? I heard.
Yeah, a little behind. Yeah, they're going to give that a whirl. Good luck to you.
I think
that poor bastard's just going to be this skeleton, either sitting on the moon or orbiting around it. Happy Russian cosmonaut, just sitting there, a skeleton in
That
a
was
capsule.
the great thing, if you ever really hear about their space program, the difference, we got there because we were so determined and united and stuff.
Yeah.
They got there because they have no regard for human life.
Just, it was like, oh.
Hundreds and hundreds of dudes died.
Yeah.
And are still floating around in capsules.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And we had our space program was pretty much like, we're not putting a human being on top of this fucking missile, this explosive.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen until we know there's a good chance that he's going to get into orbit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Russians, the Reds put a man in orbit first because they didn't give a shit if Stanislav fucking burnt up. They had an explosion in their space program that fucking wiped out so many people, and the bunker system that was supposed to protect them, they were wiped out. That's how big this explosion was. They didn't give a shit.
No,
they
they
have
keep
guys
going.
up there floating around, Lou?
Yeah, I want to get back into that.
I'm kind of making
It's
that
like,
up.
you know what it is though? Things
You
are
think
so
that's true?
classified.
Could be.
Their space program's so classified. They have had some, deaths in their space program.
A bunch.
So have we. But I mean, I would not doubt for a second there isn't some fucking something that ends with SKI on the uniform wrapped around a skeleton.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. There's got to
Kind of
be.
hands on the controls, just
Well, because
zipping around.
when one of our astronauts die, they're heroes, and it's a whole. They stop the space program for a few years.
Yeah, years.
There's a whole funeral
Investigations
in Arlington Cemetery. One of their guys died. They just announced on Comrade Dostosky fell on a pillow and he's fine.
Yes, it was glorious return to Mother Russia, where he has now been given a large piece of land to work the farm as his own. Meanwhile, he's fucking dead. They killed his family so they don't spill the beans.
And they turn to the next cosmonaut and go, "It's your turn, goddamn!"
Yes.
It's your turn, you get in, you faggot.
Get there. What are you waiting for?
Hey, we got to go to Drudge, by the way. Speaking of Russia, I don't think they have a government anymore.
What happened?
I think they dissolved their government overnight.
Well, the prime minister fucking.
What's going on?
Well, the prime minister resigned, and it's actually over chess. There was a.
For a second, I looked at Jimmy's eyes like, "Oh my god, if this is true, I am so fucked."
The prime minister did resign. I don't know why. How about Putin? Whatever.
Putin dissolves Russian government.
Yeah, no, this is Putin. It's not them having no government. It's him he's taking over everything.
You know something?
Putin is going back to the Soviet Union.
Soviet Union.
Yeah,
he started getting he's got the bombers up again.
They got a new missile system.
Yep.
That he's developing. They got new nukes. He's got those bomber planes.
He's got the bombers that are now being tailed by England's planes, and if they start cruising around Alaska again, we're going to have to send our guys up again.
We're going to have to repoint. You know, our missiles are pointed away from.
I know. Now
they're bringing back Russia as we know it.
I hope so.
That's what he said.
So they look at this like we look at radio stations, like they knew that Free FM was a bad idea, and they're bringing back to rock.
They're consolidated. They're going back to rock.
Is that what's going on? It's like radio stations. They decided, that format sucked. Let's go back to what we know.
We go back to rock.
Radio chick was nobody cared. That's bullshit.
No one wants to listen to the talk radio.
Nick DiPaolo, good, but they can't just build up.
But had to kill him. Can only be one show in charge.
Welcome back, Soviet Union.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. The rest of the world has been a bunch of cocksuckers ever since they dissolved.
Treated the United States like shit.
Yeah.
Because we were the ones that got rid of the other bad boy on the block. Now have fun.
We need the Soviet Union right now.
We absolutely do.
Because they need to fight the Arabs for us.
Yes.
They're the ones who killed Hitler. We did not beat Hitler. I mean,
Let me tell you something.
The whole world couldn't beat Hitler, and Russia did it because same reason they won the space program.
So
they were willing to walk. They lost way more dudes than anybody else.
Just because they did that doesn't mean that they're, that they're all bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is that now they're going to use their crazy life doesn't matter mentality to kill the Muslims while we sit back and get the praise.
Hey, I think we got to play.
Poor guy was beaten anyway.
Yeah,
just let him friggin' hang out in his bunker.
I think we got to play a Sting song.
Put him on display. That's what they wanted to do, but Hitler said, no, I'm poisoning myself and then burn me. I shan't be in some Russian museum.
That sucks. It would have been awesome.
Oh, imagine seeing the Hitler stuffed Hitler.
I saw Lenin. I've been to Moscow. I saw Lenin.
You saw the stuffed Lenin?
Yeah.
How does he look?
Freakiest thing you ever saw.
How does he look?
He is like a pancake. He's all spread out.
Is he? Is he flattening out?
His body is flattening out.
Oh, it's fucked up.
The only things they're working on is the head and hands.
That's all they want to preserve?
The hands are kind of stuck out like Mickey Mouse's hands, and they're gray. And his head he's laying back on this red pillow.
Yeah.
And he has this that's sleeping really hard, like he's having a bad dream forever. Like his eyebrows are furrowed. And he just looks upset.
Yeah.
And you go in there, it's really fucking weird because you go in and it's all red lighting, the whole tomb. And you go down and there's soldiers every couple of feet who tell you to keep your hands out of your pockets and to be respectful and you can't take a picture. And
you can't take a picture.
Yeah, you got to keep moving too.
Like smile.
Yeah,
put your arm around the glass thing.
Yeah, you can't.
Why no pocket?
And because it's disrespectful to like have your hands. You have to walk very formally, and
so you can't put your dick on his lip. And you can't take pictures of it.
You can't.
Why go?
Yeah, exactly.
Why go?
And he's in this glass case with these red jewels on. It's really strange. And then you go and you realize there's a huge line all day, every day. And they're all just there to see a dead guy. That's what you realize. When
It's not like, wow, this is Lenin, this is history, this is communist. It's just, I want to see a dead guy and what he looks like after so long.
Yeah.
And they still preserve like the whole red commie thing, even though they were pretty much not for that anymore.
Well, good thing. Now that they're coming back.
Well, they're coming back with a
They don't have to
vengeance.
change the lighting scheme anywhere.
That's it. Coming back.
Yeah, you don't even have to change the logo.
No.
Logo's still there.
Good.
Awful me from Whackbag. Sweet Russian wrestling villains again.
Oh, yeah.
Bring back the Russian wrestling villains.
Yeah,
So
Rocky can fight another Russian now.
There you go.
So the rest of this goddamn world can look and say, "Oh my God, with all the United States, could you protect us against these?" Remember when you used to put missiles in our countries and you'd station troops to keep the Russians from coming there? Could you please come back and do that again? Oh, what? The scumbags of the world? Us? That does show our force everywhere? Ooh, go fuck you. Deal with it yourself now. Watch him just get fucking goose stepped over by those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Is the Russian army, you think, going to be bigger than the French army?
The Russians could fucking kill the French with
guns.
like 3 soldiers. Yeah.
They could just roll up their sleeves.
That crying French guy when the Nazis are coming in.
Oh, God.
That's the definitive picture to me of France. Till today. I don't even mean historically. That old French guy just going while the Nazis are just like goose stepping their way into Paris. Pick up a gun, faggot. Guy's crying with a baguette in his hand and his stupid beret.
Wow.
Oh, good. I welcome you, Soviet Union. Please come back.
What do we get to bring back? Because Russia's coming back.
Dolph Lundgren.
What else?
Dolph.
All right, that's
Dolph
good.
gets a career again.
Those Chechnyans are going to have to keep their fucking ass in line now,
They
too.
better shut the fuck up.
No more busting into schools with explosives.
I interrupted your rant before, but I'm thinking we should, play a Sting song today. He was all about singing about the ugly Russians.
2 words. Yakov Smirnov.
There we go. He's got it back.
What a country.
What a country.
You know, in New Soviet Union, they rip your tongue out.
I don't know what Sting
I
song.
opened for him once.
Oh, did you?
I opened for him
Hopefully
after-
his head.
I opened for him in the 90s after it had come down and everything.
Oh, what was his act?
Just, my wife is crazy. She's nuts. Like it was all just wife and kids stuff.
Wife, take my wife, please.
Yes, please.
Did
he have an audience?
It was
Russia.
like half. It was the DC Improv, and there was like nobody there years ago.
They now we no more. Good night. Thank you. Let's see, Russia.
Russians? I don't know if this is the song. I remember it was ominous back in the day.
Was it?
Yeah, this might be it with the. Yeah, see the Russians.
Clock.
Yeah, they're scary.
Yeah.
Scary people back then.
Hey, it's a Christmas song. Oh,
It does sound like a Christmas song.
Fun on Christmas Day.
What is this shit? I hate Sting.
Stop, I know.
Is he trying to have a Russian accent?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
So that's what
Not
ended
the
the Cold, that's what
One of
ended
them
the Cold
anyway.
War, right? That song.
Yeah,
That's what did it.
that song and chess.
Because everybody heard it and said,
Oh boy, we got to protect the children.
"Yeah, and ideology rhymes with the other thing."
Biology.
Yeah, so-
Was it biology?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that song.
That's
I
the
was enjoying
same
that.
rhyme.
Another
and
song for your iPod there, Jimmy.
Oh, piece of shit song.
Hello.
What did he do? Putin dissolved Russia's government.
Yep.
Good boy.
Dissolution is expected to result in a new prime minister who will be seen as Putin's choice to succeed him after he steps down.
That's what folks just like what Hitler did. It's the exact same thing.
So he's like supposed to step down, or his term is up, or whatever the hell it is. So instead of just letting this election process go, he dissolves the government and says, I'll put this guy in charge.
He didn't want to deal with that. He didn't want to deal with that pesky election.
Yeah,
that dumb election.
This is
stuff.
what Hitler did. The way he took power is fascinating because it was like a system just like ours. It was a parliamentary system, not like ours. And he just used politics to get himself made pure. Like he got enough guys in his party, and they kept walking out on every vote so that they had a non-functioning government, and they couldn't pass anything because you needed a certain, it's like you need 2/3 or something. So he just kept doing all these weird little games, and people had to do a little more and more, and he got more and more seats. And then
weird little games too amounted to a few brown shirts beating the shit out of everybody that was voting against who he wanted.
Yeah. That would be great if they still do
Putin is the Sith Lord? Holy shit. Just found that out. Also, Russia tests super strength bomb is also on a Drudge because...
What can you call a super strength bomb?
I know. We have
it's a big round black bomb with a wick sticking out.
Yeah, they're calling that because it's the most powerful non-nuke bomb.
This bomb will completely make your face all black and your hair grow up. Your hair will go
I will
all
hide
funny.
it in a box with a ribbon and a bow on it, and when you open it up...
Some will be put in cigars, which will peel back like banana.
And your eyes will go googly. And your teeth will be all knocked out.
We have to, we'll still work on it because all it takes is a few shakes of head and you're back to normal. The father of all bombs is what they're calling it.
Well, it can't be that if it's new. It'd have to be an old bomb.
Russia has tested the world's most powerful vacuum bomb, which unleashes a destructive shockwave with the power of a nuclear blast. It's the father of all bombs. It's the latest in the new series of Russian weapons.
Yep, they got all new weapons now.
Hope they use it in the Middle East somewhere. How nice would that be? Although they're friends with Iran.
They usually are. Well, yeah.
That's what they're waiting for, one of us to decide Iran's doing too much with their nuclear program, bomb them, and then
North
they
Korea,
step in.
Russia, and Iran.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a nightmare.
Nice axis of
It's a
evil.
nightmare.
Nice axis of evil.
It's a good solid team.
Yeah. Just put the shades down and hope nothing happens outside your window.
Yeah. It would be great if the Axis of Evil had made a press conference with the logo, like they said, we're taking up the name, and we are.
There it is.
The Axis of Evil.
They're the Axis of Evil.
you see their newest, whatever, Russia just signed. Basically, the Axis of Evil just signed Russia. So Putin shows up with a jersey, taking, kind of a shy smile
huge.
with the jersey.
With the Axis of Evil hat on. He's got the cap on. Very happy to be with the Axis of Evil.
Yeah, exactly. He's a new draft pick.
Yeah.
Kim On-jil or whatever his name is has his arm around him.
Yeah.
Always wanted this again, and let's go.
I just really hope I can contribute to this ball club and kill all Americans and
jerseys and hats made for the fans. Oh, God. All right.
Much stronger than our bombs. Stop it.
Well, good luck, bro, to Russia.
Good. Now we get to build more better bombs. Better bombs.
Hey, Lou's a big tech guy, right? You have the iPhone.
Yeah, I got an iPhone.
All right, Jimmy.
I left the i8. I already. I don't pay my bills. They just turned it off.
Jimmy hates the iPhone. Ant loves the iPhone. Where are you? In the middle. You hate it too.
And Louis a Mac. He got me into Mac.
Yeah,
Louis a Mac guy.
You know what? I like the iPhone. I like it.
You don't love it.
I don't love it.
You did.
There are many
I came
things.
From having a BlackBerry and it doesn't do what a BlackBerry does.
See, I didn't have a BlackBerry. I can't stand the fucking
a BlackBerry.
This is the easiest thing I've texted on, though. Just goes to tell you.
That will make me
a BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
I've I like the texting on it. I really do.
You like to type it on the fucking
touch screen.
glass?
It's better than fucking typing because I usually just get like a flip phone, and then for A or B,
like
C,
tap, tap,
I got
tap.
1, 2, 3. Oh, go back.
Yeah, that's
1,
what
2, 3,
BlackBerry's been there for like fucking 10 years now. It's great.
Yeah, but they're too big, and
I like
my wife has a phone.
There's no cover on the fucking thing. I'm spitting.
My wife has a phone that's not a PDA.
Yeah,
it's just a cell
the phone,
but it has the whole
has a keyboard
on it.
Yeah.
and those are the ideal because they don't crash. They don't drop C. You don't have too much information on it. Just,
I think the second or third generation
iPhone has a huge amount of limitations that are stupid.
They shouldn't have.
Well, he could have had faster web browsing.
You can't search your emails.
I know.
You can't search your emails. You can't paste and cut your emails. You can't copy a piece from one email and put it in another.
That is annoying.
It's crazy. You can't type, like, if you turn it sideways, the keyboard will go sideways, but only when you're web browsing.
Yeah, you can't do it in mail.
You can't turn an email sideways, which is the only time you'd ever really want to.
Right.
It's really dumb. And then they made these new iPods.
Picture texting.
These new iPods that you can use the wireless to get music off of iTunes. There's no reason the iPhone can't do that. It's the exact same hardware.
Same thing that they're using. They just took the phone feature out of it.
That's all it is. An iPod and an iPhone now is the exact same stuff with just different shit turned on or off.
So why the fuck can't I download shit onto my iPhone?
Because Steve Jobs is a cunt.
Have I not been saying that?
Yes, you have.
I have been saying in those words that he is a cunt.
He's a cunt. He made 4 things now that you have to buy all of them. There's a Nano, a classic iPod, an iPod video, and an iPhone, and none of them all do one thing.
Motherfucker.
You have to buy all 4 of them to make, and he
carry
could
them
have
around,
made them all
juggling them.
do the same thing.
All in one thing, they could have done that. You know what? I got my bill from AT&T because, of course, that's the only company that you can use with the iPhone.
Yeah.
I got my bill. I happened to be in the Bahamas for a week.
Mm-hmm. I know what happened.
Yes, of course you do.
It was getting your junk emails. By the way, there's no email filter.
No filter.
So it gets your junk emails, and you got I got a $2,000 phone bill for 1 week in Montreal.
$2,000. Yeah. Okay, no, not even close. Good. No. I mean, you got way over me.
So how the fuck?
Mine was $560.
How the fuck do they get away with that?
There's class action suit. They won't. I don't think.
Well, I could have called and complained, but it's too late now. Because add to that I'm a lazy,
so it's just like
disorganized idiot.
So you just didn't pay the bill.
This woman said,
but they're counting on people to be lazy and not fight this shit. And
yes, they are.
And they're like, oh, fuck, I'll just write the check.
That's it. That's what I did. Yeah, I had to. And it's worse than that. I didn't pay it, and they turned off the phone, and now
wonderful.
They got a collection agency.
That's so wonderful.
They are fucking cocksuckers.
For something you had no idea about.
That?
For something you had no idea about.
I really didn't have any idea about that roaming thing. I know I've had phones that roam. This is my first fucking cell phone. When I go overseas and I see that it's roaming, I'll turn off roaming unless I got to make a call or check my email, and then there was no way to turn that on and off where you're not getting fucked for data transfer.
That it's a complete version of OS 10 or whatever. It's not. It doesn't have you can't store any stuff on it. You can't like get a file. You can't a million things that you can do with BlackBerry. You can't, like, you can use a Verizon cell phone to get on the internet with your computer with your Mac. It's very hard to find a phone that'll do that. Finally, Mac makes a fucking phone. You can't use it as a modem.
No.
You can't do it.
Their internet speed stinks. They could have had a faster one. They went with the slower one.
That's awful.
I agree.
Let's go to Jeff in
and Louis
Virginia.
got me into Mac, so he fucking...
I still, the computers
he fucked you, is what you're saying.
Computers
Yeah,
are great.
I love the computers.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, what's up?
Phones kind of pissing me off.
Guys.
Hey.
Oh.
Well, I don't like the non-video. I get no video.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jeff, go ahead.
Text. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, you guys are talking about what a cunt Steve Jobs is. Of course he's a cunt. Bill Gates fucked him so hard back in the day. He will never let it happen again. Never. He's going to lock everything down. You're going to buy everything from him if you want it all to work together.
Well, he should have been a little bit better with licensing his stuff, and he would have had it into more computers. He
could have let people make Mac clones, and everything would have been different. He's a dumbass.
He is a dope.
I met him once. I was in a store buying the new 12-inch when they first came out with that 12-inch aluminum book, and I went to the first store that had it in the world.
Yeah,
I'm so obsessed.
Yeah,
and I found out they had one in Sacramento, and I drove out to Sacramento from LA to look at this thing, and it was shitty. I didn't like it.
Oh wow!
And he came to the store because he was there to oversee all the new displays.
How disappointing after driving all the fucking way out there.
So I went up to him, and like he had a crowd of people around him, and he's like God to them. And I just walk up and I said, "Hey, this is a pretty disappointing product."
Oh no, you were that
everybody
guy.
around him goes, "Oh, whoa,
hey,
like no,
hey.
you don't talk to him that way." And I'm like, "I don't work for him. What is he going to fire me?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "It's not. I'm really disappointed." And he goes, you don't know what you're talking about." I go, "Well,
I kind of do.
I drove here like a few hours to buy this, and I don't like it. I mean, I'm just looking at it, and it just doesn't seem that nice." And he goes, "Well, I could have charged you $200 more and made it better." And I was like, "I would have paid it."
Yeah,
it's not about money.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's just not that great. And he goes, well, buy the 15-inch one. I'm like, I will, because I need the thing, but it's just too. I'm just telling you, it's just too bad. You could have done a better machine. And the people around him were just so fucking bummed.
Well, he's probably one of those guys that is too. He's a brilliant guy, obviously, but he probably doesn't listen to stuff like that, and it's hurt him financially. It's stupid.
Yeah,
the iPhone could have been amazing.
Yeah,
but he
wanted
stuff off on purpose. And that
exactly. I wanted everything to be on there. I wanted it to have video. I wanted it to have the ability to text pictures. Like when I send a text message, I want to attach a picture to it. Can't do that. Can't get pictures.
When you try to find, like, if you're in an email and you start writing an email to somebody, you start writing their name and it finds the name.
Yeah,
the way you should. But if you're calling somebody, it doesn't fucking do that. You have to scroll through those tiny
little letters on the side.
You got to scroll through. If you have 50 people with the first letter A, you got to scroll through all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can't search for a phone
they
number.
can do
on
it.
The YouTube, it's only like a certain percentage of the clips, because of a bunch of them it won't play.
Oh, won't play it, yeah.
And none of my YouTube clips
They
play
won't
on an
show
iPhone.
up.
They don't show up because they're using a certain flash technology instead of whatever else.
They tried to sell it as if it was like, wow, look at this, you're getting a computer in your hand as far as the web browsing goes.
Nope.
And it just ain't it.
Some dog shit sniffer from Woodside. Steve Jobs, what a dumbass. He's only worth half of Bill Gates' fortune.
So
what?
He's rich. We know he's rich.
And then Jason,
he's got probably $10,000, $20,000 in the bank.
Perhaps more than that, Ant.
and then you got Jason from Cal Class.
Have it on this one.
I'm streaming XM from my iPhone so I can listen to you in class. There isn't much this thing can't do.
Yes, except
there's a lot of things that can't.
I'll tell you what it can't do. Get online in under 45 minutes so I can fucking go to check my AOL mail or something else I want to check. Or look at
you being on AOL is fucking sad.
I'm a cunt too. I'm not
just
saying
sad.
I'm not. I'm not saying I'm not. But how about put a little bit more fucking hard drive space on it? He could have done that. He didn't want to.
There's no hard drive in it.
That's what. Remember, before it came out, we were here saying that it's a really good iPod, even if you don't use it as a phone.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No.
It's got a tenth
it's not?
the space. Regular iPods have 80 gigabytes.
Yeah.
This has 8 gigabytes.
Mm-hmm.
I put my shows, I record every show I do, and I put them on my iPod to listen to. I can fit 3 hour-long shows, and it's fucking full. It's a piece of shit for fucking faggots.
Well, I brought up...
If you have an iPhone, whoever's listening in class, you're a faggot in your class. Listen in your faggot iPhone. Fucking shove it up your ass and come out of your dick into your own face.
Well, I brought up the whole iPhone thing to lead to a clip from 1967.
1967?
Wow.
They're talking about the future.
The future?
The future.
What was going to happen in the future?
1967 film called 1999 AD.
Wow, that was the future.
Which is now, what, 8 years ago?
Yep.
Wow.
Which predicts online shopping, banking, and email.
No way.
1967, talking about the future.
Fingertip shopping will be one of the many homemakers' conveniences. This video console will be channeled into the store of her choice. There, a camera will scan a display of wares, which she will select by push button.
She won't have to deal with Negroes.
That's true, though. I mean what you said.
Another part of this console is a household monitor screen, which maintains a watch on critical areas in the house, swimming pool, or yard.
I like that.
That's what everybody had a swimming
What the wife selects on her console will be paid for by the husband at his counterpart console. All bills and transactions will be carried out.
Can't trust her.
No.
That's great.
She'll buy her feminine products, things to make black eyes go away.
Wow, man. The husband will pay for her
We'll
stuff.
pay. Yeah, don't let her go crazy. See what happened? They even knew back then.
So he part of the integrated system was that
1967.
There's a whole separate console for the husband.
For the
to pay
husband
the stuff.
to watch over
that's
the
like
wife's
the pilot
purchases.
seat.
Oh my
And she's
God.
just in the co-pilot seat.
Well, I want to hear the last part.
You don't
again.
want her to, have say over what she can buy.
Hold on.
Areas in the house, swimming pool, or yard. What the wife selects on her console will be paid for by the husband at his counterpart console.
Oh my God.
All bills and transactions will be carried out electronically.
Electronically. That's funny. She could pick out her shit, and then the husband goes, no. All right, I'll let you have this. Fuck you.
Her console is like the little fake steering wheel that the kid pretends to drive the car. Not even hooked
Exactly,
up.
with a little fake rubber horn in the middle.
Give her a choice. You could either get breath mints or tampons.
Oh, damn, that's good.
Isn't that amazing? There's a little more.
1967.
67.
The future, 1967.
Sounds like it's from the 50s.
Yes.
Well, this is like the 50s or the...
This is the 40s.
40s, sure.
What the hell is this?
Apparently, music is not going to change at all.
Yes, it'll stay exactly the same.
Benny Goodman will still be a hit in the future.
Benny Goodman with his hit Umbrella, Ella.
This will be fantastic in the future. You can be at the office and look in on your wife at home, and we'll have a boxing glove on an accordion. And if you want to punch her in the face for not working, just press a button at work. Down she goes. See her stagger to her feet. Now she's learned a lesson.
Rich from Manhattan, is this part of the carousel of time in Disney? Please update that effing ride.
Yeah.
What's the carousel of time? I don't remember.
That's at Disneyland. Spaceship Earth is the best.
Oh, yeah.
Communication. It started with papyrus. And they show all this stuff, and they're like present day one.
And now
is
today,
20 years old. Yeah.
A typewriter.
Exactly. They show all this fiber optic stuff and these bloop, 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 spacey noises.
Everything will be buttons of different colors that flash and they're not even labeled.
It's wonderful, yes. Flashing lights, fiber optic, and tapes that go back and forth for no apparent reason. Why is it still the 40s? You could at least put on some Jimi Hendrix. It was the 60s.
This is the go-to music, though.
Yes, right you are for this voice. What? And look around the neighborhood. You won't see any of them.
They're staying in the past.
Yes.
We're going to leave them here.
The future will be wonderful. Look around your neighborhood. Yes, your daughter Betsy can walk around in safety.
You have the iPhone. They have the rotary phone. Isn't the future great?
The future.
We have more audio from 1967.
A central bank computer will debit the family's account the amount of purchases and credit the department store.
They were talking about online fucking banking in 1967?
Pretty much it.
Wow.
They just thought it was video. That's all. They thought it was like video cameras pointing at.
Yeah, you'd have to actually look at something live.
They thought it
from
was
a
all
live
video
feed.
surveillance being integrated.
They couldn't figure out that you could do it a lot easier with just pictures.
Just capture a digital picture.
Right.
Or
GIFs. They didn't know.
Who's going to be working
what
all
is that?
Who's going to be working all
GIF
these
is a great
cameras?
peanut butter.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Make a picture of it? You're talking silly.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Won't be.
That's true.
Come on, I wanted to hear the rest of that.
Purchases and credit the department store, for example. Informing the family's home computer at the same time. Father, at the touch of a button, receives an instantaneous printed copy of his budget, the amount of taxes he owes, the payments left on the car, and so forth.
And what that pesky cunt spent on clothes.
Oh, I love the fact that just Dumbbell does some shopping while the man figures out the
Guys got to figure everything out while stupid's just pressing buttons because the pretty dresses were pretty colors.
Exactly.
My wife has an old magazine, a really old magazine, and there's an ad for some kind of silk sheets, like some designer sheets.
Yeah.
And the ad is a cartoon of a woman sitting in bed, a really fancily, and the point of the ad is, how are you going to explain to your husband that you bought this? That so he won't be mad. And they show a guy walking in the bedroom with a briefcase, and he looks really mad.
Pissed.
And she has this sheepish smile, and they give her bullet points. Here's
How
the
about a
things.
blowjob?
Here's the things to say to him so he won't beat you. Basically, like, these are cheaper than other brands. These will last a long time.
If you could get it out of your mouth before he cracks you
yeah,
in it.
Exactly. That's what it looks like.
Darker skinned men will slide off it
Yes.
as opposed to being able to violate me.
And you know his breath just smells like fucking whiskey and martinis.
Right.
A cigarette.
He's all drunk.
15 drinks on the fucking Metro line train.
A little observation. We're trying to find that, and so far we got how to turn a person in bed.
Be doing that.
All right.
Car, and so forth. All documents and household records are available on the video screen for immediate reference. Also at his disposal is an electronic correspondence machine, or home post office, which allows for instant written communication between individuals anywhere in the world.
That'll never happen.
Wow.
To maintain these and hundreds of complex electronic circuits, a monitor checks all circuits every few seconds, inserts a backup circuit if and when trouble develops, and alerts the communal service agency for replacement.
The music gets scary there.
Yeah, the server was like fucking up.
My mother's a computer programmer, and they installed a new machine called a Sun machine, like this really huge machine that they had to put their software on. So they put it in their office and plugged it in, and then 2 days later, there was a guy from UPS saying he had a part for the machine, and nobody ordered it.
Oh, shit.
And it turns out the machine ran a self-diagnosis.
Oh, my God.
Found a faulty part, got into their system, and ordered it through UPS.
Cyberdyne.
It summoned a piece to itself, paid for it out of their accounts.
It's becoming aware. It's becoming aware.
Fucking crazy.
Wow. That's fucked up.
They unplugged it, and they're like, we're not...
fucking machines ordering shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that is too fucked up.
Fucking whatever. There's like Everybody Loves Raymond box set.
Yeah, it starts ordering shit. They're like, no, I needed it.
Pizzas, coming to the door.
That's pretty cool.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. We got Stephen Lynch in the studio. Go to his MySpace page because he's got tour dates all over the country. Same with Louis C.K.
Orlando this Friday. Hard Rock.
Do you know what I wanted to say that the computer ordered, but I just didn't have the guts?
What?
A freshener for your mother's chair because her cunt stinks.
But you didn't have the guts.
For my mother's chair?
Jesus Christ, Jimmy.
But he didn't have the guts,
It's the
Lou.
first thing it ordered.
Right.
It's the first thing it ordered. I don't have a sense of smell, but that woman's cunt is disgusting.
Too bad
that does not compute.
Too bad you weren't brave enough to say it, though.
No, I would never disrespect Will.
Yeah, no.
Next day delivery. I can't take another day of this.
God damn, Jim. I just see him giggling over there, and I wonder what he's got in his head, and it's that.
Couldn't fire it out fast enough.
What is our board op doing on Regis and Kelly, by the way? Isn't that the kid that came in earlier that runs the board for K-Rock?
Yeah, they all look like that.
Who is that awful man?
The guy in the middle.
I don't know. They're rocking. We're going to get some rock and roll on the show today.
Oh, wait, Fallout something?
Oh, is that Fallout Boy?
Didn't we turn him down or not?
Faggots.
Yeah, probably.
I hate that kind of rock and roll with the
little hat. He's wearing the quirky hat.
Too cool for the room.
Oh, he's got sneakers and a hat.
Well, that guy dates Ashley Simpson.
And then there's a muss-haired Southeast Asian-looking kid.
Yeah.
One of them dates Ashley Simpson.
And then the other one looks like a young Anthony Cumia.
Oh,
wait.
The Afro guy?
The other one does.
The other...
The guy in the middle.
Yeah, there I am in the back.
It's a young Anthony Cumia.
I'm in the back, just hanging out.
He looks like Dim from Clockwork Orange.
I can't listen to that kind of music because it's all like 19-year-old kids. Like, what does a 19-year-old kid have to
what do you like?
soulfully say to me?
What new song do you like?
I don't like any new song.
Why?
I never don't hear anything.
Look at Regis rocking to it. I'm rocking. Oh, he was actually doing a little like a Fredo.
Yeah.
He was doing the Fredo when he opened the door with Michael.
The Fredo skip into Michael's hotel suite. It's the fucking greatest walking moment ever filmed.
It also should be noted that Billy Bob Thornton was on Regis and Kelly today.
Yeah.
Promoting Mr. Woodcock. Roland, come on in here.
I don't.
We
blame
didn't get him.
Doing that show.
We like the Stifler guy, but why not?
great.
Why not Billy Bob Thornton?
Why can't we get a Billy Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob passed on the show.
Why would he pass on this
Wait,
show?
Did Billy Bob pass or did the publicist?
The rep passed on.
No, with the rep.
Why are they making the decision?
And, wait, Billy, the rep passed, and they took Scott and Todd.
What? I don't think he did in studio.
What?
He still did the phone though.
I don't know. I did.
So the rep passed. Well, we have somebody that says he did that. Oh yeah, we should.
Billy Bob Thornton's a pretty fucked up dude. Why would he? Pass
I think
on
you'd
this
have
show?
a good time on here. We wouldn't be talking about stupid stuff.
That's what I told the rep.
I would just
Who else does the rep
make him do
handle? Anybody
Sling
else
Blade
that's canceled on us?
imitations.
I don't believe so. No.
You did the boy.
Does any of these reps have people that have multiple people that have canceled on us? I'm sure some of them do. There's only a few of them.
Yeah, there's a few that they have.
Who's like? You don't have to give the rep's name, but who's some of the artists that have
Give
the
the
same
rep's
rep
name.
The same rep.
that have canceled on us or have fucking lied to us? Tell me.
My job.
Fuck no, I'm not afraid of that.
No, his job.
He's not lying. You're allowed to say. It's not a secret.
I know, but it's just.
Well, who's had met? By the way, I contacted Dane because through Bob Kelly because his publicist passed on the show, and just completely passed on the show.
Really?
Yeah, the publicist obviously
to
knows.
be on this show?
Yeah.
He's been on this show before.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just calls from time to time when he feels like it. What? Fuck these publicists.
I couldn't
right in the
agree
fuck
more.
hole.
That was taking a
couldn't
long
agree
time
more.
to contact anyone through Bob Kelly.
Oh, absolutely. It was that you have to get through the event horizon.
Wow. Two satellites can't speak around him. So you have to wait until dawn.
I went around Bob's other side. It was Michael Collins.
If
You actually
if walk
experience loss
around
of
him-
signal.
If you walk around Bob really fast, it slingshots you. You can go through back in time like they did on Star Trek, that movie.
You know, I shined a flashlight at Bob. The light did not come back to me.
That's right.
No, I emailed Dane. He's contacting his rep to ask why.
So who else is what like let's say Dan DeVito was supposed to come in, he never did. The X-Men were supposed to come in, they never did. Fucking Terrence Howard was supposed to come in, he canceled. Al Roker, we understood.
Ben Kingsley
canceled. So many of them canceled. Jessica Alba, her people said no. Dane's people said no. So
wait, but with Dane, why doesn't he just call the show?
Oh, he will.
himself?
I'm sure he will. But he
You
found
know,
out
he
through
knows
us.
he knows this is the place to promote
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm sure he will.
No, I emailed Dane, and then he didn't know about it, so he's contacting his rep to ask.
So what guests do we have on the way that we have to say yes or no to?
I have the list at the office, though.
Okay, well, do you know any?
Off the top, it's like some of the new shows I was going to ask you guys. I'm
Like
trying
what?
To get
What show?
Like Chuck. It's like the big NBC show.
Cool.
Who's in Chuck?
Zach Levy.
And who's Zach Levy?
He's been in small parts, but this
I don't.
Cool. Does he?
He's an awkward kind of, hey, look at me, I'm weird.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't care.
No to Zach. Who else?
There's Bionic Woman.
That looks awful.
Bionic Woman.
Lindsay Wagner?
No,
Lindsay Wagner.
The new
What?
one. The new
I
one.
want the old one.
I know.
I want to talk to her about the bed with the dial.
What's the bed with the dial?
That she's hawking every 2 seconds.
Unbelievably sincerely, by the way.
Oh, I'm a 32. Shut up.
I thought you were talking about a Bionic Woman episode. The bed with
No.
the dial. That sounds like it could be fun.
I don't think I've ever watched a Bionic Woman.
No, and they still don't answer the question of if you have bionic legs and you're right, you take one step, your whole body will crumble like jelly.
Or you can't pull you can't pull a car back because where your arm
It'll
meets
just rip off
your
fucking-
flesh.
Yeah, at some
They
point.
never explain that shit.
No, at some point your flesh has to take the torch.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Fallout Boys are playing another song, and the bass player must be a little chilly because he put his hood up.
Oh my God!
That's not to look cool.
And they're doing that thing where they jump around and they pump the guitar. Look at
It
that.
must be chilly because he's got his hood on.
You're fucking 18. You
God,
got nothing to say to me.
I hate these.
I
kids.
couldn't possibly be interested.
All right,
in what
back to
you're
the
singing
Bionic
about.
Woman. So, what was her name in that? Jamie something Summers.
Jamie Summers.
Jamie
Yeah, I had a
Summers.
crush on her, even though I was.
I did too.
I was a little. Thing.
Oh,
I was a little
She was a motherly looking.
I liked her.
Matronly.
I wanted her
When that
to
show
never
was-
sexy.
When that show was on TV, I was just a little thing, and
Never sexy.
I had a crush on an older woman, Jamie Summers.
I wanted her to rip my dick off and shove it up her ass.
Never. When I was a kid, I've said this before. I never looked at women on television and thought, oh my God, she's hot.
Jeannie.
No.
I liked
not Jeannie. No.
I liked Elizabeth Montgomery. She had cans.
She was like motherly though.
Yeah,
I didn't like those motherly.
I wanted to fuck my mother. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. As long as you.
I like Leslie Ann Warren.
Who is she again?
Big, huge, natural boobies, I think.
Like her?
Wait.
I saw her on
I
an
might have admitted a
airplane.
bad one. Wait. Who is
No, she looks like
No, Leslie Ann Warren I saw on a plane.
She's the one with the big, huge natural
Yeah.
cans.
But she ain't no kid anymore.
She
that's for
tried
sure.
out to be Margot Kidder in Superman.
Did she?
Yeah.
Who is Leslie Ann
Little known
Warren? What
fact.
show is she on?
We're gonna get her.
She's in movies and
She's
shit.
in everything. She's
Yeah.
got these weird
Pop
eyes.
her picture up
Yeah,
there.
this
You'll
chick.
see her.
Well, these are older pictures now.
Yeah, she was.
No, give me a
what
boob
fucking
shot
awful
of her.
hairline she has. What a
I saw her in a plane from L.A., and she got on the plane and cracked her fucking head on the overhead.
Really?
And the whole flight, she had ice on her head and this big red dot. It's like, Leslie Ann Warren's fucked up.
You didn't look at girls that like him on TV, though?
No, not older women like that.
You don't-
Girls my age, I looked at.
I know which one.
Don't
you like.
say it because it's not true, and I'm not.
Christy McNichol.
I hated Christy
loved
McNichol.
her.
No, I hated her.
Ann had a crush on Christy
No, I didn't.
McNichol.
Knew she was a dyke. Her I liked.
Who?
When she was in Mrs. Eddie Van Halen there. Valerie Bertinelli I liked on One Day at a Time.
She was too cutesy.
I liked.
No,
her.
that's what I liked.
Yeah.
That's what I liked.
I loved Kristen McNichol.
Really?
Yeah.
Her mullet.
Bull dyke.
Hair.
You know why? Because you didn't know any better at the time.
I
You
like
didn't.
Bull
You
Dykes.
didn't know she was a dyke.
What's
Here we
not-
go.
what's
Here's the
not
big
sexy
boobies.
but a dyke?
Where's that? Oh, Jesus.
There's Leslie Ann Warren.
Leslie Ann Warren's
You
tits.
can't really see it from there.
Yeah. They're a little weird.
I wanted to deep dick Isabel Sanford.
I wanted to fuck Wheezy. Yeah.
Yeah, right in her fucking.
Wheezy. Hey, didn't we talk about this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was Florida.
All right,
Yeah,
Steve.
Florida.
I know you were part of that
roll.
bit.
James! James!
Here she is with her big boobies. Big boobies. Booby
Oh.
chew.
Where you find that? Celebrity Skin? That's a
Mr. Skin.
a popular site,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Jesus, she has shitty hair. Old cancer patient hair.
She's old now,
Doesn't
man.
matter. It's wispy.
You know, kid.
There you go.
Yeah, I just I wasn't into like everyone's. Oh, I dream of Jeannie on that. It's like, no. At my age, why would I fucking look at that? It's like my mother's and her friends hanging out.
Well,
look
people
at
on
that.
TV were older then too.
Well,
People
yeah.
were grown-ups on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
It's all young people.
But no, I liked the little
Barbara
the
Billingsley?
girl from Barbara Billingsley, the mother from Leave It to Beaver.
Girl from the Cosby Show.
No, who is the one? Shit, I'm trying to remember.
Joyce DeWitt.
Yeah, no, she was a girl, and she was.
Well, that's good.
That was good. That's good.
That's good so far.
That's good. No, she wasn't like a woman. She was a girl, and it wasn't Family Affair. The show wasn't Family Affair.
Jody?
Because
Erin
that was
Moran.
No, I hated Erin Moran.
Why?
Well, she just
I hated her.
You're more a Jenny Piccolo type of guy.
No, I didn't like Jenny Piccolo either.
Jenny Piccolo.
Leather Tuscadero.
No, leather.
she had
I
to
probably
just
would have like
Pinky Tuscadero.
thrown leather around her.
All right.
Not Pinky.
I wanted Jenny Piccolo
Can't remember
to
her
fuck my
name.
ass with her nose. She had a great fucking nose.
But how'd you know? She was like, they didn't show her until very late in the series.
I know when they show Richie.
Oh, the girl from Nanny and the Professor. I liked her.
God.
She
You
was
mean the nanny? Or the
No,
little
not the nanny, the little girl in it. I was a little kid.
Who do
See,
you
when I was a
like?
little kid, I liked little kids like that. My
Who
same
do you like
same age.
now? Who do you like now on TV?
I watched Nanny and the Professor reruns.
Dude, you liked Kim Richards?
Yeah, I liked Kim Richards.
Yuck.
Look how cute she was. When I was a kid, I liked cute.
There's her boobies.
Look, what?
From Body
Don't
Double.
you violate my thoughts of little Kim Richards.
Let me see her face.
Well,
her.
she's
I
nice
liked
there.
her a lot.
Yeah,
She had the
see?
big eyebrows.
Yeah.
I dug her.
Nothing was wrong with her.
She was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I like that.
Hey, what's that?
Well, who do you like from any TV shows now that you want to
Now?
asshole in face?
Let me think. Who's like hot now? There's like that. Oh, you know who I think isn't too bad looking? That Michelle Trachtenberg.
I don't know who that is.
Michelle what?
Michelle Trachtenberg.
From what?
She was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and but she was also Harriet the Spy on Nickelodeon, but years ago.
Right.
Way, and then she was in that movie where she kind of took her top off.
Wow.
Almost.
Oh, what is this?
Eurotrip. She was in Eurotrip. Are you handing me an urgent communique? Oh, Hayden Panettiere. Get the fuck out of here, of course. The hottest thing on television right now. She's the cheerleader in Heroes.
Oh, yeah, she's all right. She's good.
All right.
Yeah, she's good.
That shit is like the shit.
That shit is dope.
And the new one from the new freshly nude girl from that High School Musical show.
Nah, she's all right.
You think that's all right? You just don't
hotter
like her
because
bush.
you see her naked.
You don't like her bush.
Veronica Mars. Very young looking.
No.
Too high.
I don't like her. I like the other one, though.
She was
from
in Booty Tang, you know.
You don't like her bush? Is that what you said?
They don't like her bush. I think it's not bad. It's natural, but it's not like real thick.
It's a bit wide, though.
They think it's a little too wide.
A little wide.
She's a great bush to
She's
wipe
just
the
some
snow boots on.
18-year-old from that show, High School Musical. And she was from that. They gave her the boot. They booted her in her bare ass. That's what I heard. I thought they fired her.
Can we take a break now? Roland, who else are we working on?
I was going to see if you want Susie Essman from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No.
I like Susie better.
I like Susie, too.
Sarah Silverman's coming up pretty
Yeah,
soon.
Well, Sarah, of course.
Yeah, we'll take
Sarah. We have
But I want to know, just real quick, who has, or name me a couple of artists that have the same rep who have canceled the Douche Does. I mean, that's not that hard to find out. I know
Yeah,
you know.
I'll look because it's like mostly like a company because they have so many different reps working for like a BWR or a PMK. So.
So, all right, so what are a couple of artists that are under the subheading the same company?
Mrs. Garrett.
Charlotte Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was hot.
Mrs. Garrett.
She's what you'd call a three-holer.
That's funny. I just looked down and saw her name.
Who do you think?
I think the same person who does. I think it's Danny does Billy Bob. The same
Shirley Jones.
So the same guy does Billy Bob, passed on us.
I
He
like
does
the daughter
Danny,
in the Partridge Family,
so
though.
he
She
gets
was
a phone
pretty
call.
hot.
Shirley Jones played a hooker on Elmer Gantry. The movie
Really?
with Burt Lancaster, and she's really hot in that.
Really?
She plays a really gross, sleazy hooker.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We got to take a break.
The daughter on the Partridge Family was like,
All right.
she was like 10 pounds, but
She was
hot for
good.
then.
Crooked teeth.
Yeah.
Break. So
Yeah. Oh, a break. Right.
I'm going to pee my pants.
Oh.
Don't do that.
All right.
I mean, you guys.
Well, tease it.
No, you guys can continue.
Don't just do it.
Always
Tease
share
it, and
the
then
toilet.
after the break,
What?
Let's share the toilet.
The turlet?
Yeah.
go share.
We're going to go share the
But not
toilet.
side by side. One sit down and spread your legs, and the other one piss between the
Yeah.
legs.
Try to see if you can hit my shit with your piss as it before it hits the water.
Sounds like a
It's like
Hall & Oates
skeet
song.
shooting.
Oh, boy, I'm deeply disturbed. Susan Day has a freckle on her boob.
Does she? Where'd that happen?
Yuck. Right there. Point it out, E-Rock. Point out the flaw.
It's just a stain from when I shit on him.
It might be, might be a little dust.
She's never wiped it off, that dirty, disgusting whore. You haven't washed your tits since I shit on him? That's gross.
Was that from Looker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that movie. It's the first time I saw her naked. I was like, holy shit, she's naked.
She's naked. Get us out of here.
For to listen to Opie and Anthony is more good than to work in the Fruit Roll-Up factory, making a fruit roll-up.
When I was in Russia, we work and make things that's so much better than your American.
Because what do you? Let me just. Well, you already know, but
You don't want to work. Work good for you.
right?
Why you don't want to work?
I was farting so bad, and it stunk so bad.
You fat American.
right?
Russia is so much better than you, my friend.
I think that would be something that maybe people should need to know.
Okay, back to work.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Louis C.K. in studio. Stephen Lynch in studio. We got Stu from Fort Lauderdale on the line. On instant feedback, I should say. He writes, just a quick note of thanks. I'm a loyal listener of O&A, and I heard an ad you ran on XM for Fling Today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Met a hot 23-year-old. I'm 49. Thanks. What's Fling Today? Is that I think Will was talking about Fling today.
Yeah.
We could have like affairs and stuff through this website.
Are you kidding me?
Is it flingtoday.com? What's the website?
Well,
now I need to know more. Stu, you got to give us more on this.
Can't just send in.
I vaguely
a message
remember
like
that Will was talking about this new client.
Fling Today.
Home of Fling and Sex. Find Fling Today.
That sounds like an email.
Dailyfling.com, maybe?
That Fling Today sent to you.
Yeah, right?
Hoping you would read it on.
Oh, really?
Fling Today just went like, yeah, this.
Hey, that was easy.
Like the CEO of Fling Today. He just got an extra 30 seconds for nothing.
And I'm going to get a nice check in the mail because I'm playing along too. No, I remember Will talking about it, but whatever.
It's really cool on the iPhone. 'Cause I can hear when we're on speaker.
Yeah.
But then when I go to talk without the speaker, just hold it up, it kind of goes mute.
How come I can hear?
Yeah, it's a good feature in the iPhone.
Oh, Jesus. He is gonna just throw that thing.
I will eventually break it.
Yeah, you
I will
will.
eventually break it. Yeah,
I'm in for 2 years on the fucking thing. I really,
now
I
you're
regret it. I totally regret it.
The way I look at it is this. I have fucking told enough people exactly what this phone is. I've gotten my money back in a way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hurt Apple, but you know what? If 500 less people in the entire 2 countries that are hearing this buy this fucking piece of shit rip-off phone, stick to the Mac computers.
I'm an Apple fanatic. I wanted this thing the instant I heard about it.
Yeah.
It's a piece of garbage. If you're the perfect consumer for the iPhone, you should not buy it.
Hey, that's cool and all, but
if your name is iPhone Haver, you should pass.
Hey, flingtoday.com.
Yeah.
Looking for a gay fling, click here for guys in your area.
Oh.
And then it has set up your Fling Today profile right now. It's free. And then you got a lot of these. These are the actual broads that you can stop.
Yeah, sure.
Look to your right, Jimmy. Are these broads you think you get through flingtoday.com?
Oh, yeah. I bet you go on and they're lining right up. Sure.
You know a thing or two about a thing or two, right, Jimmy?
Sure do.
Are those the models?
Oh, yeah.
A little bait and switch action going on?
No. Those are the regular girls.
Those are the ones you get. Those are the ones you get.
Sure, they're waiting to have a fling. And today.
Yeah. You can actually fuck the picture on your screen, and your dick will actually go in.
Hold on. Go to
That's
More
how
Girls That
authentic
Want
that
to
is.
Fuck from New
The
York.
future.
Yeah.
Go down. More Girls That Want to Fuck from New York. Here we go. So Lisa Lusty wants to fuck you today, right?
She wants to have a fling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's just hanging around.
That's really what that video that thing from 67 should have been. The future. You can come on the screen of the television
Yeah.
that shows the big open pussy.
The working husband is jerking off to what is called internet pornography on his computer unit while the wife cooks on hers.
Fornicate with a negress.
What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy's losing his mind over there.
There's nothing I hate more than being fucking stolen from.
What happened?
Who stole something?
What happened?
Hold on.
He's trying to circumnavigate something on his iPhone. I see him pressing some buttons.
There you go.
He is...
Hey, Jim, it's Lydia.
Who's Lydia?
Just took the speaker off. Where is the fucking volume? Where is it?
Where is it?
Lydia's my literary agent.
Wait, what happened?
Do you have your volume off or something?
No, we just heard it through speaker.
Yeah, but is there something?
When it goes off speaker, and I guess Steve Jobs is just so brilliant and so hip, he forgot that when you use a phone, you put it to your ear, and you hold the other end to your mouth.
Yeah.
You talk and listen.
Mm-hmm.
But
You have to be wearing a black mock turtle for it to work.
Ah,
Like he
yes,
wears.
and do the little zip. Everything opens. I really want to break it. I want to break it.
Is the case covering up maybe a sensor or
You know
something?
what? You might let me take the case. That
Give
Apple
that a
sold me
whirl.
off. Here's a, let's see. Here's a, maybe I just don't know how to hit a volume thing. Here we go.
Do it. Do it.
I won't.
Do
No,
it.
There's no way I'll do it.
Lydia, it's about 11.
All right, take it off speaker, and then put the fucking ear part, not the mouth part.
But you'd hear it, dude. You'd hear it a little bit
Yeah.
coming
But
out.
as soon as you-
Nothing.
So as soon as you take it off speaker, she goes away?
That's
Everything
broken.
does. Of course it's Of course it's broken.
That's busted.
Why wouldn't it be?
Your phone's busted.
Do it. Do it. it.
There's no way I'll break it.
No, he
As
can't
much
break
as I would love the satisfaction of baseball batting it would be wonderful, but I just can't now. But I'm just going to go back to Verizon. So
Did you get your
robbed me for
$100?
2 years. You fucking robbed me for 2 years.
Did you get your $100
Oh no, I
rebate
went.
thing?
The New York store doesn't have it. When the guy was blowing me off, when I was trying to buy a fucking $6,000 worth of computer equipment, the guy was kind of a cunt to me.
Right.
Oh boy. Whatever, man. I just fucking disgusted. I love. You got me so hooked on fucking Mac.
Yep. Well,
You didn't get your 100? Did you get your 100?
Haven't gotten.
No, you're lazy. You'll
I'm
do
never
the
doing
same
it.
thing
I
I
will.
did. I was at the Apple store. I went down to buy that big 30-inch monitor, and I go down there, and I was there and didn't get it.
Yeah.
It was too much of a hassle.
No, you could give me, like, if I got something in the mail that said, all you got to do is fill this out and take it to the post office,
then I'll
get $14 million, and I'd be like, ugh.
Oh, the post office. I have a stamp. I got, fuck it. It would be sitting there until it expired.
Yeah. Right.
Sitting up on the counter.
Let's go to Scott. Scott, what's up?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Scott.
Hey, man.
So I have a horror story with Verizon. I bought a $600 Verizon phone, and I had insurance for it, and it died pretty much 3 months into owning it. And they replaced it, and it actually died yesterday. And still paying for insurance, I called up and said, "Look, I want to replace it." They said, "Nope, sorry, I can't replace your phone." So I basically told Verizon to go fuck off.
Yeah, but they don't
I bought
care.
the iPhone. No, they don't care. And
The whole,
I'm gonna
go
take a
fuck
baseball-
yourself doesn't.
No,
Yeah, well, I'm going to take a baseball bat to it and put it up on YouTube. And
They don't feel it. They don't have any nerve endings in their phones.
Well, dude, you're right. Verizon can be scumbags too. I'm certainly not saying that they can't be. Every phone company is shit. My problem is just this perception and the way that you get the black turtleneck and the way they zip through everything with their fingers, and then for me not to be able to hear on it. And the
just doesn't-
speaker volume is atrocious.
You know what the best thing is? We should just pop up the video from when they introduced it.
Yeah.
For Jimmy. And look at the picture, and now look at what I'm doing with it. Yeah, and the whole audience is just freaking out.
So stupid.
Dude, how about a phone call?
The real problem with it is not having tactile number buttons.
Yeah.
It means that you have to look at it like 40% more than you would. You don't realize how much you don't look at your phone when you're using it.
Yeah.
Because you feel the numbers under your thumb. You don't miss by a number because you're
That's
pressing a
kinda
piece
true.
of smooth glass. Piece of shit.
My friend Ken, is it really that bad? I wrote back, I fucking hate it. And he goes, I was going to buy one. Thanks. You're welcome, Ken.
Oh, wow.
It's good.
There you
Good.
go. One happy customer.
There it
Don't
is.
Spread the
do it.
word. It's a piece of shit.
Well, let's go to Harry in Buffalo. Harry, what's up?
hey, I was going to order an iPhone this weekend.
Why don't you just tell him about the discount, Harry? Go ahead.
All right, enough about the discount. But anyways,
Go ahead.
what I wanted to order was, I wanted to order a traveling virus to Buffalo because you shit dicks ain't coming.
See, they're all mad at us in Buffalo because our shit dicks ain't coming up there for the traveling virus.
That wasn't our fault, sir.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
he hung up on us, so apparently he wins. We are shit dicks.
Hold on, let's go to the old K-Rock phones.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, K-Rock?
Yeah.
Hey, what, 1992?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man.
You got it, baby.
So, what is that, Foo Fighter tickets?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
But,
great.
hello?
You guys, you got them?
What's that?
You got them?
I guess so. How, that's awesome. What day is that for?
I believe it is the 26th.
26, fantastic. So I have to give you my, my name and address and all that stuff?
Hello.
Hello? Yeah. Hello? What's up? Am I calling you too?
Holy shit.
Am I?
Yeah, you're caller 92.
I'm calling 82?
Yeah, you just won tickets to Foo Fighters at Irving Plaza.
I did? Wow.
Oh my God, that's great! I'm dying to see them. I love that new song.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Am I caller 92?
Am I? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, crap.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Am I caller 92?
92?
Hello.
Hello.
92?
92?
92.
93.
92? 92?
Hello?
92?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Did I win?
Did I win?
Did I win?
Did I win Foo Fighters tickets?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Yes.
Did I win Foo Fighters tickets?
Did I win Foo Fighters tickets?
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Yes.
Who's the winner?
Sandy.
Hello?
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 We have a winner.
Hello?
Do we have a winner?
Sandy.
Hello?
Sandy.
Hi.
What?
Hello?
Sandy?
Yeah, this is Sandy.
George.
George.
What?
George.
We have a winner?
We do.
Oh, me.
Sandy.
George.
Yes,
George.
Wait.
Sandy?
George.
I'm Sandy.
George.
Wait.
George?
George.
George.
Yeah, George.
92?
92.
92.
Foo Fighters.
Please.
Hello?
Tickets?
Hello.
Sandy.
Irving Plaza.
George.
George.
I'm Sandy.
Sandy.
George?
Hello?
Winners? Tickets.
Hello?
Irving Plaza.
92.
Foo Fighters.
Now.
Sandy?
Sandy.
George.
George.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Irving?
Irving Plaza?
AIDS.
Agnieszka. What's going on?
Right. Suck blank for K-Rock? Suck.
What's going on?
Sandy?
Sandy. George.
George.
AIDS.
George, 92?
Hello?
George.
Lopez.
George, 92?
George 92.
Sandy, 92?
92 K-Rock.
Sandy. Oh, Sandy. Oh,
wow.
Oh, Sandy.
Sandy.
Sandy. Sorry.
George.
George.
Sandy.
George.
George. Yeah, George.
Sandy.
Oh, Sandy.
Oh, Sandy. George.
Of the
What
jungle?
just happened?
93.
Oh, George.
Oh, boy.
Hello?
George.
Yeah.
You didn't get the
Hello?
tickets.
Sandy.
91.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Oh, Sandy.
What's going on? Please.
Foo Fighters. Irving Plaza. Sandy.
Suck cock for K-Rock.
Not.
George.
Not going.
George.
92.
So do you...
Hello?
Hello, I'm here. All I hear is a bunch of voices. Please
Sandy.
tell me whether I
Sandy.
want-
Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Irving Plaza.
George.
Yeah.
Foo
George.
Fighters.
George.
Who's George?
Who is George?
I'm George.
I don't...
George.
Yeah.
91. Sandy.
Yeah?
93.
Oh, no. 92.
92.
92.
92, Sandy.
So I did win.
Oh,
Sandy.
no.
Oh, but Sandy.
George.
Yeah.
George.
Irving Plaza.
Yes.
Foo Fighters.
Yes.
George, 92.
I'm 92.
George, 92.
George, 92.
What's 92?
Awesome.
Sandy, 92.
Cup of
dirt.
Urine.
Damn.
Hickory Dickory.
Cock?
George.
Yeah.
George.
Yeah.
Question.
Sure.
Jack be nimble.
Jack be quick.
No, sorry.
Oh, no.
No. Jack.
Sandy. Sandy.
Yes.
Hey, diddle diddle.
All right, you could have just said I didn't win rather than keep me on the phone.
Oh.
Sandy.
Well,
I've got all day.
But, Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters, Sandy.
Foo Fighters.
Name a Foo Fighters song.
Or fucking Dave Grohl, man. I want
Oh. Song, Sandy.
Song. A Foo Fighters song.
to. Oh, a song?
Yeah.
I guess Everlong.
Oh, sorry.
come on.
Wrong song.
Sorry. Sandy,
Yes.
92.
92.
Yeah.
George, 94.
94.
Minus 2 equals
92.
92, Sandy.
92. 92. 3.
K-Rock.
George?
Yeah.
Sandy,
What?
Sandy.
Why the long face? Hello?
Sandy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why you people are taking pride in this.
Sandy, annoyed?
Pissed?
I'm trying to figure out whether this is just a big funny game.
Aggravated.
Foo Fighters.
Not happy?
92, 3 K-Rock.
Waste of time?
Sandy, listen.
George?
George?
I'm here.
Sandy hung up.
Did she?
Yes.
Hey.
But thanks for calling. You were the 93rd.
48th.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, was she pissed? She was just... Yeah, Sandy?
Why do you,
it's
why
not
do
enough-
people take pride in this?
What?
Why do you
What?
people take pride in this?
Now, for the people in America, we have two sets of phone lines here. This is the K-Rock line.
right.
After we go off the air, they play music and they give away their concert tickets and stuff. Now, our stupid pests now know what we're doing, so watch what happens now.
Yeah, this will all be best.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
How many people are
Hello?
on the stick?
What?
I would like Foo Fighters tickets, please.
Is the caller there? Is the caller there?
What's up?
I'm here.
I don't hear her. Do you hear her?
No.
No.
You don't hear me?
Foo Fighters tickets.
Foo Fighters. Yes.
This is Animal. Who we got on the line?
You got Andre.
Who?
Andre, not loud enough.
Andre.
Not loud enough.
How about this? Andre.
Nope.
No, not loud enough.
Louder.
What do I gotta do for tickets, man?
You got to suck cock for K-Rock.
Suck cock for K-Rock. Hello?
Who's on the phone?
Andres.
I heard a female.
Lauren.
I think she hung up.
Lauren.
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 Yeah, suck cock for K-Rock.
No. My girlfriend will, though. Come on, Foo Fighters.
Lauren, do you
No,
suck...
no. Lauren wants to go see the Foo Fighters.
Who does?
Lauren. Me, from Staten Island.
We're going to have you two Foo fight it out.
Uh-oh.
Fight it out.
Yeah, we're
Fight
doing
it out.
our food fight
Yeah.
fighter
You don't have two
contest.
tickets?
So, Andre, punch her in the twat.
Whoever can get the other one.
I will uppercut her taint for those tickets.
Oh, sorry.
Lauren, what will you do for the tickets? He'll uppercut your taint.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he just uppercut your taint. That kind of hurts. Now you got to come back. You're Foo fighting. So what do you come back with?
Yeah.
I'll Foo finger
finger her too.
Oh no, he just foo-fingered you. What are you going to do?
He punched in the taint and he foo-fingered you.
So
Lauren.
far, he's winning. Lauren, what are you doing? Well, you got to get him back. You're foo-fighting.
Right, what do you got?
I don't know. I'm not really very violent, but I can kick him in the balls if you want.
A kick in the balls.
Gonna kick him in the balls.
It's not too creative, but it's effective.
But we got a foo fight.
We got a foo fight. Foo fight going on right now.
Foo fight on K-Rock.
3 balls, so she could choose.
You got how many?
Wow. All right, Lauren, what else are you doing? He's coming up to you. He might give you another shot. What are you going to do?
All right. So far I'm kicking
Fuck me and I'll go with her.
Make it hurt.
Make it hurt. All right. Well, let's see if I'm kicking him in the balls. He's going to be down. I guess I don't know. Maybe I kick him in the head at that point.
He's
gonna be tumbled over, right?
Damn. Yeah, damn.
I don't know about that. I think that was kind of corny.
Damn. You just been pwned.
You've been pwned.
You've been pwned.
Fuck you. If I win the
Foo fuck you.
Oh boy,
You
now.
can't say it on the, you can't say foo fuck you on the air.
on.
That's all right.
Fucking cunt face. You can't say foo fuck on the air.
Yeah, there's
What about
FCC
the
rules.
Fucking FCC, you
USA,
shit cunt.
What are we done with the foo fight?
I don't know. Well, Lauren,
I don't know.
it's to you. He's gonna.
Lauren, you got to get graphic.
Graphic, but I thought you can't get graphic on.
Right.
Nah, don't worry about
She
it.
gave up. I think I won her.
Don't worry about it, Andre. You just sit down and shut up.
Yeah, we'll
Let Lauren kick your ass a little bit.
All right.
Lauren, what are you going to do? Reach in with 2 fingers and do something.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I can't get graphic on K-Rock. I don't know what the hell to do.
Oh my God!
Oh, my God.
You're gonna lose.
How about we go with our make them growl to see Grohl contest?
Proud see Grohl.
Oh, since the Foo Fighting didn't work out.
No, thank you, Tom Philly.
Hold on, I'm at work. I have to go outside if we're fighting. I can't.
No, we want you to growl for Grohl.
Growl?
I like to make werewolf movies.
All right, wait. I heard a growl for Grohl.
I think Andre growled for
That was
Grohl.
mine. It was a little corny, but
No, I think that was Lauren.
Yeah, we need a better growl for Grohl.
A growl for Grohl.
Yeah,
keep
you
saying
want
it.
a growl? Like a really, really loud growl?
Yeah,
Or like
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Growl for Grohl. I'll
do
tell you what,
regular
I'd be screaming my head off if I was at the concert.
Listen. It's either that or we're going to foo fuck you. Fuck all.
You might not be screaming your head off. If you want, could you sneeze your cunt off?
How about you?
Okay.
What?
Yeah, is there any chance that I'm getting tickets?
Are you going to growl for Grohl or what?
Growl for Grohl.
Am I getting abused or?
When are you going to realize you didn't win the stupid tickets, you bitch? How much more obvious can we make it?
Ticket slut.
make her moan. Maybe she'll do that.
Prize whore.
Tell her to moan for Growl. She'll probably do that shit.
Why don't you moan for a dick in your ass, you fat?
Yeah, you were calling up too. You were calling too. What do you think? You're in the same boat she's in.
You're better?
Yeah.
The SS loser.
What do you think? We like cock? Of course we would have gave it to her.
Yeah.
In this case.
Exactly.
We had anything to give away.
Turn your dick inside out and fuck it?
You want to see Dave Grohl? Turn on fucking MTV and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah.
That's how we feel
It doesn't suck,
about you.
doesn't suck to us.
I'm going to the show, front row, my friend. That's what us radio people do. Just if you end up there, just ask for Animal.
This is what we do to everybody
Animals
who
at the
doesn't
front
get
row.
Everybody who doesn't get tickets gets this. You fuck faces.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, front row.
Like we give a shit about our listeners. Now go away and get back to work.
Tell them Animal sent you.
We got a cushy job to get back to. Goodbye.
Oh, listen to Kiss, you
loser.
cunts.
So nobody listens to you.
What?
Exactly.
Poor guys are picked in high school. They need to sent out. Give me some goddamn tickets.
Not only do you like to be fucking your ass,
the tickets?
but you push back and dare him to do it harder. You're a queer and you're getting nothing.
So long, faggot.
I'll give you a ticket to a load. What do you think of them apples?
I'll give you a bleedy dick in your anus.
That's right.
You get 3 kinds of AIDS at the same time.
That's right.
You useless fucking homosexual.
Jesus.
You non-contributing gay man.
That's right. Lou's giving you the business.
If there was a Lou here.
This is not a
Sir?
Lou. This is Animal.
Sir?
Sir.
Sir?
Sir.
Miss?
No, she hung up.
Sir?
You're not done?
No.
No, we're not done.
Did you go now?
Why don't you hang up? Our phone's broke. We don't have a hang-up button.
That's right.
We need that. That's why we've been so mean. We want people to hang up.
Yeah, can you go now, please?
I'm not hanging up. I want those goddamn tickets.
There's something wrong with our phone. You called the cum sniffer hotline. We have no hang-up power.
The only way you're getting a ticket is if you park your car up your mother's cunt, which is a fucking towaway zone because it's so disgusting in there.
You'll get a ticket for not filling the area enough.
When did you realize that you called the party line,
Too
sir?
big just for one car.
You've reached the gay men's hotline. Hi, if you're into hot gay ass sex, stay on the line. Hello, Andre? Please push any key.
Push any key for
If you are a cocksucker. Yeah, push those keys, you dick sucker.
That's right.
Push 1 if you like balls in your mouth. Push 2 if you like your asshole to be pulled out like a bloody tube sock.
He ain't gonna stop.
Let him push.
Let him push.
I love it.
0.
Oh, hello? Hello? Chat line, hello?
But there are also many, many other people who just love my dick.
Oh.
Oh.
Just play a little tune.
Musical faggot.
Damn! You just been pwned. Ush, 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 ush.
Damn, you've been foo-fisted.
Damn! Damn! You just been pwned.
I like to make werewolf movies.
We really are phoning it in.
Yes.
God damn.
Oh, this is unlistenable. This is awful.
This is just the worst. What are we doing? This is for our own entertainment.
We are shitting on Steve Jobs for making a bad iPhone.
We're just sitting here bashing for our own entertainment. It's the entertainment of 1, 2, 3, 6 people or so.
That's about it.
That's it.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
You hung in there a long time.
Yep.
So guess what we're going to do?
I give up.
Guess where you're going, sir.
We're going to call you a faggot again.
Right back at you.
And give you a little of this.
Damn! You just been pwned.
Exactly.
That's
right.
I'm a police officer.
Hey, what happened? That doesn't match.
Sir?
Huh?
You don't get tickets, but you can have the end of Eddie Van Halen's tongue in a glad baggie if you want that.
Listen up.
These are all different.
I know.
You know, Andre.
We understand. You're frustrated. we understand.
I know why that makes you feel better. I understand. I'd be doing the same thing in your position.
Absolutely.
We just bent over with it.
you, faggot?
What else I could do?
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Those men wanted to have sex with me.
If you have a small dick, push a button.
Oh, that's what the thing is.
Yeah, small dick, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Stick with deep throats.
if you let a gorilla fuck you in the ass, it'll make you forget how small your dick is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been flying a long time. You guys do a lot of work.
We do. This is our jobs.
Yeah, we got to get back to.
Oh man, it's a great job. You get to poke fun of people you don't even fucking know.
Poke fun.
Poke fun.
How about annihilate verbally?
All I've heard is faggot and fucking gay jokes.
Your whole life, you mean?
You know, it's not easy being a board op here at K-Rock. So please relax. If we want to have a little fun, because we make like $8 an hour.
I'm relaxed, buddy. I'm calling for tickets.
Well, yeah, and we're the guys that, you know, work the board and stuff, but, you know,
If
you
it
got to...
bothers you, you should hang up and call the same number again and complain about everything we did.
Yeah, we control the
because
the
our
tickets.
bosses at K-Rock will probably fire us.
Yeah, okay.
I love you, Johnny Cakes. I love you, Johnny Cakes.
Listen. Why don't we just play a song for you and make nice here?
Yeah, what do you want to hear?
What do you want to hear?
You got any Britney Spears?
See, that was stupid.
Yeah, don't go for the laugh, sir.
I don't want a fucking song. I want tickets, man.
Yeah,
What do you want to say?
We're an alternative rock station.
Why don't you buy them?
How about this? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Hicksville.
All right, what's your name?
My name's Andre.
All right. Oh yeah. So you go. Hi, this is Andre from Hicksville. You can say hi to whoever you want, and then request a song.
A shout out.
Shout out.
This is Andre.
No, hold on. We got to roll tape and stuff, and then we'll play it. What song you want to hear, though? I got to make sure it's in the library.
Just put in some Enter the Sandman. Fuck it. I haven't heard some Metallica.
All right.
Enter Sandman.
All right.
Fucking gay song.
All right, ready?
Yeah, well,
Hold on.
think of.
All right, hold on.
I just want to
Hold on. When I say
family and man.
no. I want to run tape for you here. All right, ready? We're recording right now.
How you doing? My name is Andre from Hicksville. I want to give a shout out to Amanda and her family. Passed away yesterday. And,
Cut. Your phone is crapping out. Are you on a cell phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's try that again. All right, let's try that again.
All right.
Quiet in the studio. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And we're recording.
All right. Everyone at K-Rock, suck my dick. Bye-bye.
Sorry, I coughed.
Did you cough?
Damn it.
All right, can we try that again?
Hello?
Sir.
Yeah.
Andre, Hicksville, shout out. Say how great the radio station is, and then the song. We'll start playing over your phone call, okay? Here
You're
we
going
go.
to get the song you want, and we're going to give you a pillbox hat made out of Amanda's clit.
Nice.
All right, here we go. We're recording in 3, 2...
Action.
He's gone.
Did he finally hang
There
up?
he goes. He finally fucking had it.
Jesus. What does he do all day?
We are the most persistent asshole. Oh, is that the worst?
Oh, that was like 20 minutes.
Oh, of just us being douchebags.
Bothering one man.
For nothing.
Bothering one.
It was finally dead Amanda's pillbox hat cut.
Yeah, maybe that did it.
Well, all right, after that, we just got to do line of the day, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I got to go get my phone fixed, because why should I be able to hear?
Why?
Why?
Come on. You check your settings?
I reset them. I didn't.
You reset them, well, then they should be fine.
Yeah, they should. Let's try.
Hey, we got some lines?
Yes.
All right, what do we got?
Some lines?
Yes, about 11:40.
Nah. Why would it work?
Ugh, Led Zeppelin set for reunion gig in London. Here it is.
What?
Official announcement.
Ugh.
Rock legends Led Zeppelin were set to announce a one-off comeback concert on Wednesday, nearly 3 decades after disbanding. Yuck.
There it is.
They can do one show in November in London.
They did Live 8 or whatever, didn't they?
Yeah.
With Jason Bonham. They already did this.
And it sucked.
It did suck.
Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. You need fooling. Baby, I'm schooling.
All right, we got runner-up lines of the day. Oh, line of the day brought to you by BowDogFantasy.net. If you're playing fantasy football this year, head over to BowDogFantasy.net for everything you need to win the season. Here's a runner-up line of the day.
What are you doing, Iraq?
Oh, it's not Iraq.
We
If it
don't
was
hear it.
playing, we'd hear it. It's obviously your fault.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, shoulder shot.
Here's a runner-up line of the day. Go.
Is it still playing? We're all, what is it?
Oh,
pitch?
Iraq.
Are you all deaf and you have good ears?
Fundamental radio.
He's playing it through the iPhone.
That was it.
Yeah.
Jim, it's Jimmy's iPhone. Problem, Iraq?
What?
Just say it, Iraq.
What's wrong?
It's not being heard on the airwaves.
They're implying that you made an error up.
Why are you calling me a dick?
Oh, shit. Snap.
What?
Called him a dick.
Yeah, your board's off.
Oh, dick.
The whole time. But you just blew
How'd you
the bit
call
by
him a
not saying
dick?
that.
Dude.
Damn! You just been pwned.
Oh, yeah?
No shit.
Oh, yeah?
I like to make werewolf movies.
Doesn't compare to this.
Ush.
Nothing does.
Nothing does.
Ush.
How did my fucking clip go down to second place all of a sudden?
Dude.
Damn!
This was-
You just been pwned.
You've been pwned. Just deal with it.
But this was the one.
I like to make werewolf movies.
This was the most popular until today.
That's always funny, but
What's the top 5, you think? That one is up there.
Too bad he can't be where normal.
Exactly.
Where he's normal.
Don't make werewolf movies.
When there's a full moon.
Bleh.
I like tying my shoes without shitting my pants just once in my life.
Just once. Why does God hate me?
This just in.
Yes.
John Bonham is coming back, but he'll be a little stiff and rusty.
Oh, see. I get it.
All right, here's a runner-up line of the day.
Iraq?
When they're 3, you're like, so what? She won't remember this. You know?
They
I'll
do.
punch her in the face. It doesn't matter. They're gonna wipe the hard drive in a minute. It doesn't matter.
Such a great analogy.
Yep.
By the way,
Wipe
in
the
case
hard
you're
drive.
wondering, Pat Duffy never came back, so
Yeah, what happened?
we don't know what that's about. So
Don't know what happened.
we'll find out hopefully tomorrow.
He was abducted wearing a little backpack. Somebody.
Someone snatched him up.
Here's another runner-up line of the day. Well, if it's worse than cocaine, but
Yeah.
it's not because it doesn't have a taste. So there's
Yeah.
what?
Well, yeah, I don't get it. Like,
Hell no.
is this guy going to fill his pool up with tab?
Yes, of course.
Got something in your shoe, Jimmy?
My orthotics are broken in half.
Orthotics?
You're too young.
Look at your
for
orthotics. My orthotics are broken. Oy vey.
Go on without me.
Just the worst on this show. We're all broken in so many ways.
Everyone's busted.
Yeah.
I wish Boss was here so we could do that reference he does from the Christmas movie about the island for broken toys.
Oh,
He fucking, that reference, I want to lick his teeth.
oh God.
Fucking.
Hell no to H2O! Hell no to H2O! It is an epidemic. Hell no to H2O! Hell no to H2O! Worse than cocaine! Hell no to H2O! Hell no to H2O!
Ush, ush, ush.
Hell no to H2O! Gotta go when you serve that H2O!
Ush.
What is that?
Hello. You missed a lot today.
I did, yeah.
We started a new bit called Morning Zoo Bits of the Day.
Okay.
So then we're just like...
Oh, that's somebody's zoo.
It's
zoo
one of
show?
someone's awful fucking
Oh,
shit
God.
They
song
put it on their
parody.
show thinking, wow, this is going to get people listening.
Oh God.
Hold on.
They produced that. Somebody
Yeah.
spent some time on GarageBand and made that.
Yeah.
Well, you want to hear Kid Rock'em...
You know, every
Sock'em?
time I do one of these zoo shows, because when I work a club, I'll have to call in the morning before to all the radio stations.
Yeah.
If I don't go personally. And the person that right before I go on the phone always says, the fellow you're going to hear his name is, Cowface. Zach Jack is the guy with a deeper voice. And then the woman is Linda or whatever. I'm like, you don't have to tell me. Like, I need to fucking know who the douchebags are on the radio that I'm talking to. Oh, make sure that you're clear.
Okay. And occasionally a madman is going to chime in.
Madman chimes in.
Madman
the
will chime
background.
in.
Oh, good thing I know that.
Yeah.
That's their stunt boy.
You don't really have to answer to Madman, though.
Do they think I'm going to, try to sound folksy by going, well, I'll tell you what, Madman, thanks for the question.
Yeah. So you're
I'm not
you're
like I'm
local.
going to fucking bother saying their name.
And we wonder why people don't want to do radio shows. We get pissed every day because we're lumped into
painful.
that same shit. Hey, MrBaconPants.com needs a plug, so why don't we give MrBaconPants.com...
You're going to be talking to Mr. Bacon
plug
Pants?
today. Can we find out what
yes, Jimmy?
MrBaconPants.com is all about? Yes.
I just want to talk to other Than. Has everybody noticed That you are him without a hat. You look exactly like Than without a hat. Could you put your hat on him for a second? I want to talk to other Than for a second.
That's a little bit.
I don't know if I
Face shape
see
is
it.
bugging me. Of course you see it.
Ew, this guy is.
His name's Bill.
Do you smell bacon? If you don't, that's my new.
Bill for short.
I don't know what Mr. Bacon Pants was.
Whatever. But he wanted a plug. There you go. There's your plug.
Fuck Mr. Bacon Pants. Nailed, right? Yeah, that was a. Oh, Jesus.
Bacon flavored cat food.
Asking. It's one of those things where he's still like, yeah, he's still there, wondering.
Why is he staring at us? You all right?
You're right there, Bill.
What?
Who's?
I didn't hear you.
Oh shit.
What? There's a mic over there. What happened?
Sorry.
You're still in the room. What happened?
Somebody just called my name.
I think someone said Will. I don't think it was you. I'm sorry.
Huh.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
Because I said Bill just before. I said, hey, it's Bill. But that was when you were over there.
Remember
Not
that?
when you were walking out the door. Do you remember?
We were in the
Remember
middle.
you were over there?
We were in the middle of our Mr. Bacon Pants bit, too.
You said, I remember when I was over there. It's getting a little feisty.
Kind of an interruption. We're in the middle of Mr.
A little bit.
Bacon Pants.
Mr. Bacon Pants. You know anything about that?
We got top 9 things to do with
You're
bacon
free to go.
that I was going to read off.
Well,
Thank you, Bill.
We'll see you later.
Your name
Thank
is
you, Bill.
Other Than from now on. Because he looks like Than.
Oh, you dropped some. Oh, my God.
He left. He looks military.
Bill?
Weird. Yeah.
Here's your line of the
Bill's
day.
a creep squared.
Oh, God, he wouldn't go away. That was so funny. Jimmy says his name, and he just stand there staring at him.
I've never gotten anybody so well. He actually came back and set the chair up.
He came back.
He fucking had a
Actually
daiquiri.
came on the air to see what you wanted.
Oh, by the way, we're.
That's fantastic.
Someone else needs a plug today. Please check out meatspin.com.
Meat spin.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a doozy. Hey, I want to see the top things you can do with bacon. Thank you. Sleeping with bacon? Wait, go back. Go up.
Oh, no.
Up. 9 things that might be weird with bacon.
Oh, no.
This is stupid. Let's go.
All right, here's your line of the day.
Here comes
La 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 la.
line of the day. Line of the day.
Push.
What's wrong with Choses?
Choses? Nothing.
I like the Choses from time to time.
I understood what he meant by it. Perhaps you should chose English instead of football.
Ush. Damn. You just been pwned.
He's following it up with us. I didn't know that.
Hey, that's all right, man. That was a great line. All right, let's get the plugs in. Stephen Lynch on MySpace for his tour dates.
Yeah.
He'll be performing with us on Saturday in Camden.
Yes. Tomorrow in Boston.
The last date of our comedy tour. Tomorrow in Boston, where?
Berkeley Performance Center.
Oh, it's supposed to be a good room.
Ooh, that's a nice room.
1,000 seats, 2,000 seats. Nice place, right?
I don't know. I've never been there.
I used to live around the corner
No
from
one
you.
asked you.
That's where they dumped off the nanny in the dumpster. Close to there, right?
Right? I guess so. I don't remember.
Half a nanny.
I got a hand job from a skinny black woman there in the doorway of that building. Seriously.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Andy?
It was very sad because I was like 22. I was like a young guy with all my hair, and she's jerking me off. Kind of looked up at my face like, really? You need this?
Like she even knew, like,
Yeah,
what are
she's
you
like,
doing?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a great gig. You'll have a good time.
I'm going to think about that when I enter the building.
Okay, that's where it was. There's probably still some of my jizz clinging to the ground like a piece of gum.
You go in there, you're going to see some of Louis' potato flakes all over the...
All right, we get it.
I'm ready to read more internet addresses, but I have a feeling the authorities will come if I read any more of these. I'm not taking a chance. See, I'm smart.
Yeah.
We'll be in Philly tomorrow and Friday, right?
Yes.
I'm at in Orlando at the Hard Rock Friday.
All right.
And check out superdeluxe.com because me and Florentine did some stuff on there.
All right. Can we play a Lynch song? What song you want to hear? Here, not play.
He throws his hands.
I don't want to hear any of my songs. I hate my songs and I'm tired of them.
You can't be tired of them. They're good.
That's exactly how
You have to
Zeppelin's
hear 'em
going to
every
feel,
day.
man.
You used to say you hated Broadway, remember?
Still do.
All right. Still do. What do we want to hear? Craig Christ, who played a lot, though. How about
Killer Kitten or I
played that one a lot.
Oh, you played a lot?
I'm trying to think of one we haven't played in a while. That's all.
Down to the old pub instead.
Oh,
with Anthony's penny whistle.
I actually get to do a little solo in that one.
I like that.
Feel great about that.
Yes, we'll end with Stephen Lynch today. All right, you got it there, E-Rock? You sure?
I bet he's not.
No, of course he's not.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, good work, E-Rock.
See you tomorrow in Philly, man.
Later.
Lad, it's your duty to find ye a lass with childbearing hips and a pink supple ass, and make her your wife and love her with love so true. Now some rivers run high, some rivers run low. When her river runs red, then she's starting her flow, and it's called menstruation. Here's what it means to you. You will notice her bloomers are spotty at first. Stand back, her ovarian dam's gonna burst. Son, don't be afraid, it's a natural thing. Just wad up some cotton and hand her a string, and put the old linens on top of the bed. Get out of the house and go down to the old pub instead.
Hundreds of years old.
That's why bloomers.
Aye.
She'll retain her water, her breasts will be tender. Say something nice and you're sure to offend her. Get out of the house and go down to the old pub instead. She'll want to make love. If you do, you're a fool. You'll only end up with a bloody O'Toole. Now get out of the house, go down to the old pub instead. Well, she'll want you to sample the fruit of her loins, but son, it'll taste like some old rusty coins. So turn off the light and take off your hat and drop to your knees. Say a prayer to St. Pat that'll give you the strength to get out of the bed. And for Ireland's sake, go down to the old pub instead. I feel a solo coming on.
Oh, really?
Perhaps right here, Anthony. Very good. Now the pub is the place where the lads are a-meeting, when the moon is full and the gals are a-bleeding. The Catholic, the Protestant, even the pagan. The pub is the place when your lady is ragging. So drink of your pint, boys, and thank your shamrocks that as menfolk we don't have to bleed from our and that we can escape from the lady in red and get out of the house and go down to the old pub instead. Down to the old pub instead.
Nice.
Thank you, my lads. Thank you so much. Raise your glass.
Funny good.
Have a drink.
Opie and Anthony.